Boom. There we go. Much better. Left and right. Left and right. That's what it's supposed to be. Nope, I do not. Fiji. Okay. Okay, I know there's one somewhere. There's two people that usually do it. And let's see if this one. This one does look like the same one. 31 of 33. Now let me look at this one. 31 of 33. Yep. A little bit of both. What's up, Flame? Whoa, why is this so big? Hello? Alright, cool. We're just gonna figure it out. Boom, boom. Ryan, Zorn, Rowe, uncontested. I feel like somebody will end up contesting either here, maybe somewhere over here on the side if they're losing. What the? Do you see this? What is this? How is this gonna, you know, let it rock. Let it rock. It's not my, you know. I don't get it, but you know, I'm trying to see. I know there's an easier way for me to find the west or those central ones. I mean, I guess somewhat similar, dude. I guess it's somewhat similar. All right. We have a few minutes to do this. What are your thoughts on Fortnite coming back to iOS yesterday? I love it, Flame. I mean, more chances for people to play the game, the better. Bro. I'm just trying to think who else. Give me names too if I'm not putting names down fast enough. Of who can win. Bro, whoever wins this, but like how do you win this consistently? Is his name Gary? I didn't. Yeah. Where are visuals in them? Oh, yeah, dude. Are visuals, braids, and diminished gonna even be able to start? Like, I want to put one of these, but... What's up, Biscuit? We're watching the FNCS Showdown. Cloney top 1 on my soul. Where's Cloney landing? Cloney. Cloney Deli? I mean, respectable, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and give them the nod. They won last week. They won Major 2. Right now, they're just on fire. Right now, they're just on fire. I'm wondering right now. This could be good right here. This could be good right here. This could be good. If it stays uncontested, could be good. Could be good. They did good in the games that they won off spawn, so you almost got to give them the nod. Playing on West, how much is that going to affect them? Because I want to put them at least 5th, but you know what I mean? Let me see when West... I think West is starting in about like 2 minutes. They should be loading into games. If not already, then we have an 8-minute delay. So please, let me know y'all's predictions. Isn't this the team from Asia? Rise, Job, and Kim? Job. That's what I'm thinking. My Arc, Baka, Victor V, Creep, Visuals. You think Creep's going to win at least 4 games over here? Oh, I mean, he doesn't even have to win it off spawn. Just get enough loot and leave, I guess. But I'm pretty sure they're going to, fight it out. That's what makes it hard to, like, predict any of these teams. But I do have them on the honorable mentions list of the short list of teams. I almost want to put Antonio on here, too. But where's Zor? Uncontested right here. Seaports. So, like, Epic is going to win. I think they're just inconsistent. And that's why I don't think they're going to win. Can they place top 10? Yes. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. So these are the ones I'm mentioning right now. Bakapars, Inag, Z-Link, Visuals, Braids, top 3. We're going to go with, in my head... Dude, I usually go off feeling. Zeus, Tony, and Zyro at Pump looking good too, actually. We're going to go ahead and go. These are not final, by the way. But maybe they will be. Maybe they will be. Maybe they will be. And then, like, which one of these teams? You almost got to put one of them in the top 5. Because top 5... Evolve, Creep. Evolve, Creep. And then... I wanted to change this... I'm thinking right now. What's up, Concussion? What are we thinking? Any switches, Concussion? Any switches? I'm thinking that I'm feeling this right now. This is what I'm feeling. Maybe put Epic down. Insert in a Visuals, Braids, a Minish for 4th. Center map. Any similar zones to EU, that would be good. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? It's 4 teams on that prank. That's what I'm saying, bro. Evolve, Creep, and Keen. If they could somehow win that at least 3-4 games and get the Darth Vader, we good. 4 to 6. Carter, you literally... That's what that was. You just sent it. Open Lobby Warrior. Yeah, that's what kind of like I maybe want to put Epic down and maybe insert somebody in. That's what my mind is thinking. But instead, maybe Albino. I want to say yes. I want to put Ryan's team here, but what I think is going to happen is one of these teams, possibly one from each of those spots, might end up contesting Seaport. And I wouldn't say, you know, triple conning boxcars does not look fun. And whatever is going down here in the bottom left is the most non-fun looking thing as well. So that's where I'm just thinking Ryan might end up getting contested. So, which could help him, could not. I'm going with feeling, you know. Oh, somebody should. Yusuf. I didn't know. I knew growing up people said I got a big head, but like, you know. Yeah, and there's 3 teams missing from this. 2 teams. And there's 2. But I'm going to go ahead and feel this one out. Games for us will start in about 5 minutes. That's when the replay delay is. No spoilers, please, is all I ask. No spoilers, because we're watching an 8-minute delay. They are cracked. I played with Zor for a bit. He quad grands on Central twice. But, like, I don't like Surprise Con at Seaport. I don't like Surprise Con at Seaport. What is it? Reet, Booga, and what? Bro. I'm doing what I'm thinking right now. I'm doing what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But they're starting late, huh? How are they doing in Central right now? I got a few minutes to figure this out. How are they doing in Central right now? Ritual, Empoyo, 4 games in, top 10, prize pool, top 10, top 3. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be late, brother. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, I don't know about this one either. How do we go back? We can't go back. I'll go back to my original. You know what? How about this? Is this better? It's just unfortunate because they can come back. It's better than what? You don't like the Booga ritual? I love the rain. So do I when it's not like in the way or like accompanied by wind. You know? And then maybe I should switch these because I do believe this are the top 3 teams in the region. This team is just seemingly inconsistent. All right, so I'm going to lock this in. We're not going to change anything up. We got 3 minutes until game starts, so make sure you guys grab your popcorn. Tell everybody about the stream. Make your own tweet. Tag me. I'll retweet it or retweet mine. Or not. Either one. Top 2 to top 4 can change so quick. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling right now. This is particularly what I'm feeling. I maybe would have thrown Zuki's Xeno and Defiable in there, but I feel like there's just so much volatility here, especially with 2 teams missing. All right. If Epic Team gets top 3 all events, but their mid-game fighting is just so inconsistent. That's what I'm saying, Carter. I think they are the 3rd best team on the region right now, even though I currently have them 4th. I think they are the 3rd best team on the region. They have the potential to win it all. They did win one of the previous weeks of the divisional cups. It's just the inconsistency. Which version of them will show up? They have a lot of space at Crime City. They do take a lot of time looting as well. So it's just going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. We got 1 minute until game start. Arkbaka Whale, Victor Vizer. I mean, you can put any team on your list. These are just the notable ones that I put down. Ryan, Zor, and Rowe as of now uncontested. I think that can switch up. Arc School, Salco up top. That's why I have them in first. Source, uncontested. They actually played pretty well when they did win off spawn. But how many times can you win off spawn contested? This time uncontested. So that's why I'm going to put them up there in 5th place. I think Cyrazor, Suds, Echo, potential there, especially with so much space. I want to put Evolve, Creep, Keen, or Talkie-Vert, and Gary is what it looks like inside of my predictions. But it just seems 4 people contested over here means limited loot. Even if you disengage, limited loot, fighting off spawn, 4 teams. I don't know, you know. But we can get into the games now. Oh. Oh, okay, we're a little too soon. Just second soon. Second soon. Reed got exactly top 33. Oh, man, that one team must have got hit with the hammer, you know? It's right there about to start the replay. That's why it's doing this. I'm literally seconds early within like the 60 seconds early. 2 teams did? Okay, wow. All right, let's see. Let's see what's cooking up. We're going to watch the bottom left of the map. Where's the drop map at? Where did I have that at? Over here. All right, so this, and then we'll look over here, and then over here if it's all still going on, depending on drop as well. You said King Peace is in this lobby. So we'll put it here, about 20 seconds. The game crashed. Bro, what the frick? Where are my things? My icons are over here. Okay, well. I mean, Fortnite's going to start on this one. There we go. Hopefully it starts over here instead of over here. Oh, there we go. Booga's in 3rd on Central, so he's definitely not going to play West early. Oof. I mean, obviously he would have to be dead, but he can queue up and then leave, right? I had to roll back my drivers. My game's been crashing recently on my stuff. Oh, that was close. Sometimes it takes forever to delete that. You just updated 2 days ago? No, I didn't want that. That driver was crashing mine. He was literally crashing it. Bro, how do you do this again? Okay. And then... Bro, I forget how to be able to hide it. Off distance, HUD preset, default. There we go. Alright, now let's see what's going on. Oh, we're still dropping in. Zuki's defiable. They see surprise conned. Alright, now let's see what's going on over here. Evolved, creep. Let's go check this out. Going straight up to the top building. It does look like it's only going to be 2 teams, though. It does look like it's only 2 teams. Right, I knew that was going to... Like, I didn't think it'd... Like... instantly lose the fight, but I knew the surprise comm was coming. Seaport's too big of a, like, too good of a POI to where if teams are losing a spot, they're just gonna throw themselves at it like darts on a dartboard. And there's a 50-50. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, anybody else fighting? Anybody else contested? Nothing really happening on the side of the mountain, just kind of splitting it. Nothing up here. Maybe one player over here. He might get eliminated. Oof. Went from contested to uncontested. See what's going on up here. These are just his troopers, so never mind. And now let's go back on over to Keen, Evolved, and Creep. We're going Foxy next game, Trust. I mean, that's a spot I know you're familiar with, so it might be worth it. Messy, Light, they all just got wiped, essentially. I'm pretty sure. Separated from the rest of his team, it's Seth by himself. Top 26. Nate up above. Okay. So nobody really moving too much. Zuki, Zeno, Defiable. Only 29 teams in the game. So what is that? 4 teams not in it? It's crazy. Check on Bakapars and Pump. Decent loot. Uncontested Meadows. Lots of heals. They can kind of like converge those splashes, I feel like. Consolidate. Check on Deli, Lays. And who is this? Deli, Lays, and Cloney? Is this Cloney? Alright. They at least get one of the force powers. The Jawa Blaster. Are you guys... What shotgun we using? Alright, what's going on up here? Uh-oh. Ooh, he spots out Falco. Good damage there coming out from Suds early on. But Echo takes some shots. Falco popping a big pot. Just trying to get as much shield as possible. He knows the inevitable is about to clash between these two players. Top 26. No placement points just yet. Suds just continues to try to back off of this position. He doesn't like the angle. Repositions. Tries to blast his way in. Doesn't find success there. Cannot get the piece control. That's Falco on the other side. Being persistent before finally trying to fight back. Suds going forward. 46 HP. A Haymaker shot. That's going to be a big one. And a table turner for Falco. On the other side, Scissor realizes his teammate's weak. He's trying to close the distance. Move on over. Echo as well. They had a little bit of that high ground, so they have the luxury to be one of the first ones to move. Now Falco's in a 2v1 situation. Scissor, Suds, blasting from both sides, but Falco makes the move. He gets the elimination onto one. Suds is there. Now Echo's in a bad situation. Chris, Falco. Now Echo's getting thermal grenades thrown at him from across. 2v1 as well. It's now going to go down with Falco trying to close in. Now he's feeling a little bit more confident, having taken down at least one of the players. Hazo separating himself, gaining some elevation here. A big fight and a big table turner opportunity. Down below. Let's check out this one. It's still going on as well. Keen and them. They're moving on over towards the high ground. Oh, I should have stayed over there because Falco got another elimination. Uh-oh, but the third party's coming in. Does look like the third party's coming in, so I think I made the right move to go down below because this one's going to slow down. Who is the third party? Thoric, Source, and Zaire coming in from Flooded Frogs. Phoenix goes down to Aura as well. This is why we look back on over. They're moving on in. Darth Vader has now spawned. Creep's now going in, but now they're making a move. They're making a move. As soon as Creep goes in, they have a 3v2. King goes down. Creep now with the Force. He's learned it from Darth Vader himself. It's all up to him. He's the chosen one here in this lobby. Trying to move around. Evolved is already on the high ground, looking down from above. He's trying to see how he can best assist his teammate who go and reunites with him up above. Uh-oh. Grenades getting dropped down. It's still a 3v3. AI Vader has now made his presence known as Tups and Fuzz now moving down further and further, but the third party is coming in from here as well. Chewbacca. What? Why is Why was Chewbacca moving over? Why was Chewbacca feeling fade? Yeah, bro, it was Chewbacca, not Baka. Chewbacca. He was rotating on over. He said, you know what? I got you, my dude. Let me go back over here, or is this not a possibility? Is that different? Yeah, it's like the, you know, Darth Vader AI, but Chewbacca, it looks like. What are they doing down here? Oh, it's only 2 of them. They're not even a trio. And one of them, it was like invisible. Trying to pretend like they ran away, but it doesn't look like they saw him. Let's go check on. What is this? Blink, crank, raise. Check on the loot. Jawa blasters from 2 of them. And high ground on the peak. Lays, Deli, and Cloney moving in still. Is that why? Is it because I keep clicking Vader? I truly believe the Spider-Man into this webverse changed how animated feels, were made it forever, and I couldn't be happier. What does that mean? What do you mean, though? So they did move down below. Uh-oh. Tubbs trying to make a move. That's a Jawa blaster, though. That's at least 75 HP. Creep. He's using the force to try to stay alive. Great shots coming out with the scatter blaster as well. He's using the force upward, breaking the build, trying to bring him down. Fuzz is already down, and Tubbs has just fallen. As the host and the raid comes in, Creep has not only used the force to bring his teammate back, but to bring the raid in. Small but mighty. It's not even about, to me, it's about the idea of the thought, you know? Not very many people share their community with others, and you were like, you know what? This tall 6 foot, fact, 6 foot. This tall 6 foot caster, I trust him. I was like, okay. So Darth Vader AI on one, Epic Well on top of a mountain one side, Z-Link on top of a mountain on the other, Enact rotating around. Just trying to get some more splashes, a little bit more loot from around. See what happens up top front. Arc, School, and Salco next to Source Torque and Zaire. I don't want either one of these teams to die. These are both in my top 5. Uh-oh. School's taking a lot of pressure. Salco's there to alleviate just a little bit. Arc as well. On the other side, that's Zaire. That's Source. And that does look like it's Thoric. Trying to use the bush to their advantage. It does have some extra med kits, extra resources on this side, so it's not too much to worry about. Plus another team in the distance from Lone Wolf that they have to watch out for. Don't want to rotate straight into. Does look like we got another wipe on the other side. That's B-Dog, Phoenix, and Victor V. Phoenix, fresh off the reboot. Plenty of loot to go around for him as he comes back up as well. Multiple eliminations, though. Victor V is going to need to use that Chug Jug, though. Antonio, Aura, and Dark looking after Shiny. They probably heard the reboot in the distance, and they're trying to see what's up. How's Falco doing? Well, he got a pretty good elimination. I hope he's still alive, though. He might have actually gotten taken down third party, but we'll see right now. Give me a moment. I mean, he's still up somewhere. Who's taking shots from Shiny? A little bit too much damage, probably from Snivy and Poppin. Source, Cash, they already moved in. Epic Well down. He's gonna be back up. Banana and Rat Gun. Let's check out Banana and Rat Gun. Interesting combination. Gemity's here as well. Surge base just on the side of the mountain. They have priority on this rotation as well because Rat Gun on this mountain. So him and Gemini doing a good job with Surge, I hope. Baka pumping Parge, rotating in from Mass Meadows finally. I believe this one's going to continue to pull over towards the west. Maybe move up, but we'll see. Doing a quick check on a lot of the teams right now. Couple of them taking the train in. Let's go ahead and see what this ride looks like. Aura's down to the zone. That's okay. Maybe even fall damage. Ooh, that was smart for them to get off the train when they... Hold up. Did he just get launched off high ground by his own team? Bro got launched off high ground by his own team. I thought somebody was about to push. Does look like it is just two of them, though. Having to rotate in. Shuri, Kinzel, Jag. Trying to rotate in. Zuki's did go down as well. Not sure how Zuki's went down, but... Seeing a lot of early eliminations here. I'm still trying to find Falco. It didn't look like he was eliminated. Oh, here we go. He did get 2 eliminations. They're going to be Purple, Hazo, and Chris. They have actually pretty good spot in zone. Pretty good spot, actually. For where I think the zone is going to go, but let's see. Yep. Inside again. And if they want to rotate just a little bit more down, maybe get this side, they can. Got to be careful, though. Snivy popping. On top of the mountain. They're going to try to hold and get some shots on a lot of the teams towards the north. Frost by himself is going to look at a lot of the teams towards the south side of the map. Continue looking in over here. Baka, Pars, and Pump already got their spot. Does look like Epic Whale and team rotated all the way back to Crime City. Go check out Antonio, Aura, and Dark, who've been having a rough time making it out of zone as he goes down yet again. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to rotate and actually get the elimination. Dark, sneaky play. He's going to have to come back. They're going to have to work as a trio here, especially with B-Dog, Victor V, and Phoenix rotating in on the flank. Top 24 still. 71 players left alive overall. That means some teams down to duos, some teams down to solos. Phoenix so far back as well. He's going to go ahead and try to use the wind sprite to rotate with the rest of his team, but he's going to have to be careful for Antonio there on the other side. On top of the bridge, probably saw him, but they're going to go ahead and continue looking on. What's up, Zor? Bandages, that's really the only whites they have. They have 10 bandages split between them. It is only a 1 tick for now, but that can quickly change at a moment's notice. Check out Baka, Pars, Pump. Extra heals, looking off the top of the mountain. They see some more into the distance. Those are ones Ratgun did leave behind as well. Pump's going up there to go ahead and take use of those. They're trying to do it as a team. Evolved, Creep, Keem, and Darth Vader down below. Those are the ones kind of got to start to watch out for. Yes, I believe he is. Let's check him out. Or maybe, yep, over here on the mountain. I just think these guys have to fight somebody. They have no HP. They have no builds. And there's a duo in front of them. It's just, do they notice he's a duo? Do they notice he's a duo? Oh, I do think they get tagged up from Ratgun on the side. B-Gun forced to heal up yet again. B-Gun, B-Dog. Rest of the bandages they do have left. Now you got to start to think. If you're B-Dog, looking in the distance, looking through this cone, trying to figure out where you're going to get your elimination from. You're going to push the mountaintop where Ratgun is at, or you're going to try to push down below where that team is at. And does look, they have some grenades going down. Ooh, nice damage on the one. They heard the shields crack, and now it's their chance to try to move in. They have unlimited ammo, and 2v1, 2v none, as another one's going to fall. Aura actually gets the down, but it's them who get the loot, as Victor V does get the second. That's their third elimination of the game. And it actually picked me up moment, because now, look, not necessarily the most kitted and the most looted, but at least they put themselves in a better spot than before. Top 23 situation. Go ahead and check out some more of these teams rotating through Crime City. It does look like it is going to be a little stacked. Darts is on one side. Epic is there as well. Yasir's trying to move through. Abject, Messi, and C-Bully down below. Artem, Nate is there. Arc School and Salco rotating behind, having to make their way in towards zone. And they're the ones that are getting held out as of now. Epicwell, Z-Link, and an Act. They're one of the teams doing it. And they're 108 below. 141 now. Quickly falling further and further. So they know they're going to have to clash. And they're going to have to clash fast before this gets out of control. Seer, they see him spotted, looking back. There goes some shots there. School is the one leading the charge. The Tarper, Salco's there. So is Arc. He does have the Mythic. As they continue to try to move forward, they're going to at least kind of close the distance first, then kind of assess the situation. If it's one that they can approach piece by piece, wall by wall, that is their plan here, to take it all. You can go ahead and splash one more time. The last of the big heals, the extras that they have, and you see her, them are on the other side of this wall. 3v3 here, and you got to be careful. Not only are they below the damage threshold, but more and more teams are finding the north side of the zone. They're home. There goes a big shot by Arc to back them off, especially when they need it most, because Schools went down. Arc building space. Him and Salco trading shots with their opponents, but Salco's the one leading the charge, playing on the offensive, whether if it's on top of the box or below. He did just enough, trading knock for knock, for them to go res for res. School is going to have a second chance to get back on up. You're seeing 343 damage above the threshold, and now they're pushing your series further and further out of zone, but Salco just takes a little bit too much damage. And another clash has come in, another trio from behind. That's Horde, that's Lexington, and a full wipe there on the backside of the zone. School gets 1, 2, goes for Arc, make it 3 overall. That's 4 straight eliminations here for them as Storm Surge turns off. What a manageable position they find themselves in now. Top 22. Epicwell now has just lost an Act. That is not good. Arc School and Salco force a fight on the north side of the zone before the pull. A third team goes to third party, and they get taken down as well. Epicwell, Z-Link does look like a 2-tick zone for now. Going to have to make a real big decision here if they're going to try to get an Act back into the game. 476 damage above the threshold. But that's not even necessarily the worry for them. Top 22 situation. Try to see who's still left alive here. Yasir and them did survive because of that third party of a team that came in. But Chicha is going to go down. That one gets cleaned up. Epic, Z-Link, they're just trying to make their way to the zone. Behind them, the Arc School and Salco. Behind them is a whole mess. Blaze is getting a knock onto one. Arc School and Salco looking like they're the ones trying to take advantage. They get an elimination, but now it's Messi down below. He's stuck. He's getting targeted and zoned out, and that's another elimination. B-Dog even gets one somewhere else on the map. Hilly's here. Right, or a top 20 situation. 2 more teams are going to fall. Falco. Azo, there's on one side. And it does look like Zaire, Source, and Thor are the ones pressuring the Major 2 champions. Uh-oh. Grenades going out, forcing a little destruction. That's going to put a pause in the plan for Source, Zaire, and Thoric. Slowing it down just a little bit as we're looking around the lobby. Aura. They're the ones throwing these grenades. They're just going to try to 3, 2, 1 and throw them at the same time. Oh, but they actually get attacked. Maybe it was a misstep. One landed in their own box. Decent amount of damage. Antonio gets launched away. He has to try to find his way back. Pump goes down. Oof. That's a big fall. Can they get the res? They're fighting out of zone. Down below, up they come. They're trying to go ahead and protect. That's survival. There goes another down, a trade. Zeno's going to fall. Pars gets cleaned up. It looks like Pump's going to fall. They're looking for the elimination points. Zuki's indefiable versus Baka. He's now by himself. Zone now coming in. It's a 5-tick right now. Baka needs that HP. He needs to figure out a way to save it for the best that he can. It's going to be his only lifeline here as he tries to stay alive. Zuki's staying out of the zone. He finally made his way out for Baka. He's trying to close the distance the best as possible, but there's multiple players inside and outside of zone. Light being one of them that are looking to take them down outside of the top 17. So no placement points, it looks like, for them. Trying to look, see who's still alive. Are they on height? It does look like they are as of now. They are as of now. Looking forward. Less than 10 seconds. We'll see where zone goes. Multiple teams weak in the background. They did a lot of damage to others, but they're feeling the pain themselves. B-Dog, Victor V. Does look like they picked up another elimination, and it does pull in their favor if they're able to build up towards height. This is going to be a story here for game number 1, where they're turning nothing into something. We know at least Phoenix got rebooted back into the game. We don't know who else, but now they've turned it around. 6 eliminations so far. Limits here, Snivy, Poppin', and Frost. 500 above. Looking down below. They know a team at the edge of that cliff rotating down below, but they don't want to make that peak. Frost being one of them. Deli's trying to rotate. Along with Cloney and Lays, backside of the zone, top 15 situation here. Now is not the time you'd want to go down. You've just now started gaining those placement points, getting something for your effort of being able to stay alive in the game just like this. But Falco right in front, multiple teams rotating over. They got to be careful not to get lapped here. Lays, he's trying to move forward, lead the charge for the rest of the team, but Deli gets tagged up. Good damage coming out from the DMR. 60 body shot, 120 for the head. Deli missing a lot of HP and shields here. Still doing what he can. They lack a lot as a team. Barackun here rotating on the side, just trying to find a little bit of comfort. Wind Sprite is going to be down below. He finds his way in towards zone, but wants to make sure to create just a little bit of space for himself. Oz is here. A couple more teams following, seeing where the zone moves. Saves these down. We're moving up that side of the mountain. Epicwell. They hear a couple of teams fighting. They're only going to be a duo, but they're going to go ahead and try to pull him into the box. Epicwell gets the elimination. Big damage onto Z-Link, though, but at least they're able to figure out a way to clean that one up. There is going to be a flopper down below. A lot of it going to be left behind. That's going to be a big play being made by the duo of Epic and Z-Link. A strength right now that they're feeling, not necessarily in numbers, but in everything else. What's up, Ink? It's plays like that right there that really can separate kind of going down without a fight to really having a big game happen here. Top 15 situation. Arc School and Sauco also in the mix. Great damage onto Epic, though. That's not what you want to have happen, especially after a good play and a good praise. Top 15 situation. Raze, Blink, and Crank, they're trying to stay alive. Only 33 above the damage threshold, though. Banana gets one. Nava and Tiny Ton are trying to move around as a duo. Artem, Nate, and Cash, though, they're the ones that are on the high ground. They're the ones in the driver's seat. They get another elimination here from up above, and they're looking to reconnect. That's going to be Artem taking charge doing that. Tiny down below, taking pressure for just a little bit. Peep, Seps, Limit. They're the ones who have Chewbacca, but B-Dog, Victor B, they're the ones on the other side. Are Evolved and Creep still alive? They're the ones who had Darth Vader, but it does not look like they're still alive, or at least not for now. Top 13 situation here. Arc with a med kit. He gets the elimination onto B-Dog. That's going to be a big elimination for Arc, keeping him alive, keeping him from having a little bit of scrap of HP, but he only has 7 builds left. Top 11, sideline. That's going to be a big amount of damage from Ratgun, who quickly cleans him up. Takes his time finding that elimination towards the backside of zone is Phoenix. Victor V, they're going ahead and using the Chug Jug. Phoenix is using what's quicker instead of the med kit that they might have to use later to stay outside of the zone. Both of them have 1 and 50 in the Chug Jug, but they're sliding down below. Seps, he's eliminated. Epicwell, he's still left alive on the other side. Blink is going to go down. This is where everybody's beginning to fall, but Epicwell is not faltering from the game plan, and that's even without a teammate. He's figuring out a way to make it work. On the other side, though, does look like Victor V and Co. As a duo, they have 9 eliminations. And they're looking for some more play here. Looking to the backside of zone. Jag, he's the one that's going to go and take a lot of that damage, but not enough to make him slow down. Here's the other side. They're figuring out a way. If they could look at high ground as a chance they could take. He gets boxed off going for it. He loses his teammate. That's a big blunder there as they're continuing trying to go through old builds, but they fall. One of them's even getting stuck on the side of the mountain. Churi's trying to do what he can, but there's only so much one person can do by themselves. Top 7 situation. Cash, Nate, Artem, they're the ones up above. They're looking to sideline one, but Z-Link gets taken down, but they find the elimination onto the other. That's their 5th one so far of the game. Raze up behind. Phoenix, Victor V, they're still trying to take control of the low ground. They know they got to move forward. Raze is the one, or I should say Rakun, that's trying to hold him out, but he's wasting a lot of builds, so they figure out a way to make it work. On the other side, Raze gets greedy, going for the elimination. He gets taken down. Siphon keeping him alive. They get a second, no points, but they get all the loot. They have the med kit, double at that. Top 3 situation. Churi's by himself, but it's Nate and Artem. Only as a duo now. Train moving through at the bottom of the base, crushing through. Victor V, he's going to be the victor of that situation because he goes down. No V for you. 2v1 situation. Artem and Nate, they have the splashes, and Phoenix goes down yet again. The train causing havoc and giving the win to Artem and Nate and Cash. Train really did sell. Train. Yeah, Train kind of sold that one. And we'll see the leaderboard right now. 92 points for Cash, Nate, and Artem. 9 elims with the win. Victor, V, Phoenix, and B-Dog. With the game that they had, what's up, Busy? With the game that they had, though, I salute them for getting as high as they did. Did I predict them? Yes, I did. Okay. Raygun, Gemini, and Banana, 65. Force with 7 elims. Lays, Deli, and Cloney. Kenzel, Churi, and Jag. Pins. Light, Seth, and Alfonso. Enact, Epic, and Z-Link. Top 7. Hey, for when Enact actually went down, Epic and Z-Link outside of actual placement points, for them to not only get a top 7 with 4 elims, that's pretty good. Arc Skull, Salco, 10th place, 6 elims. Surge was their downfall in game 1. Raze, Blink, Crank, 5th place, 0 elims. Means they're going to be in 9th place. Digital, Seps, and Peep are going to be in 9th with 4 elims to go ahead and take 10th place. Any surprises so far? What's up, Brando? Any surprises so far for our top 16? Defiable see no Zukis. They surprise Con at Seaport. See how long into the next game. Let's see. Shouldn't be too long. Oh, we should be able to get in. So if there was an ad or anything, here's a replay of that last game. And when we come back, the next game will have started. We go through old builds, but they fall. One of them's even getting stuck on the side of the mountain. Churi's trying to do what he can, but there's only so much one person can do by themselves. Top 7 situation. Cash, Nate, Artem, they're the ones up above. They're looking to sideline one, but Z-Link gets taken down, but they find the elimination onto the other. That's their 5th one so far of the game. Raze up behind. Phoenix, Victor V, they're still trying to take control of the low ground. They know they got to move forward. Raze is the one, or I should say Rakun, that's trying to hold him out, but he's wasting a lot of builds, so they figure out a way to make it work. On the other side, Raze gets greedy, going for the elimination. He gets taken down. Siphon keeping him alive. They get a second, no points, but they get all the loot. They have the med kit, double at that. Top 3 situation. Churi's by himself, but it's Nate and Artem. Only as a duo now. Train moving through at the bottom of the base, crushing through. Victor V, he's going to be the victor of that situation because he goes down. No V for you. 2v1 situation. Artem and Nate, they have the splashes, and Phoenix goes down yet again. The train getting involved. It's not just Darth Vader. It's the little engine that could. So they're going to go ahead and take that drop on the side. And we got the fight for AI Darth Vader. We have every POV for the most part. We'll see. Man, this is a long way down, huh? Man, Evolve, Creep, and Keen. How did they do in that last game? Ooh, they didn't do that. He's 19th. All right, so 2 of them with low drops. Creep with a high drop. Ooh, he has the Jawa Blaster, though. Oh, he has a good loadout for this. Tubbs is already down on the other side. Keen gets Fuzz. Now it's a 3v1 against CZR. 3v1 now. Oh, and they basically blew out the whole window, the front side of it overall. CZR can't even loot the building now because they'll see him. They'll see him. Dun, dun, dun. Did they see him right there? Yeah, he did. Top of him. Yep. 3v1. All right. That one's cleaned up. What is this? So Ryan went ahead and contested. Oh, no, don't tell me they don't. Oh, they don't have builds. Bro pushing across. That was good damage by that one guy. So Bro's looking like he's going to clean up this elimination, especially since Job took some good damage. I was about to say, why does Scissor have no shield? But a new team has entered the lobby, by the way. All right. So they're going to be uncontested Seaport now. Who are this? Chris, Hazo, and Falco are here. So these 2 teams are probably going to fight. And then more than likely, one of those 2 teams will third party them. This is my prediction. Scissor, Echo, and Suds versus Falco, Hazo, Crisp. Maybe started by Scissor, though. Feels like Ryan's team got that second elimination down below. Or maybe the cleanup on the first. It bled out. Uh-oh, Scissor's by himself now. And Falco watching through the builds. Traded out, but Hazo's the one going in. He has a blue Jawa Blaster. This is good loot right now for him to fight. Down below, boxes up Scissor. He's going to be the first one to drop. Got caught by himself. Unfortunate. Out of position. One tagged him up, forcing him to build and kind of stay in position. The other one pushed on over. Now they're moving north, over towards the resistance base because they know it. Well, see you next game, Pars. Very unfortunate. Hope to see you next game. Hope to see you next game. Hope. Yeah, so they're going to move over in third party eventually. Jawa. 2 big blasters here. Oh, he could take, I was about to say he can land on this guy. Oh, good shot by Suds right there. Oh, he's ready to pre-fire, but Chris, nice bait and switch coming out. That's another elimination right now. They're looking for the last. But guess who's coming in? Guess who's coming in? Source, Zare, and Thoric. They heard the noise. Probably watching the feed. Uh-oh. At least all 3 of them for Falco, Hazo, and Chris are going to be alive. Echo is not, unfortunately. I don't think they got Scissors card either yet. So 0 cards, I don't think. Uh-oh. 1, 2, and there's 3. Oh, the footsteps at the last second. Zaire gave it up. Source, he's there as well. They instantly grab the high ground over them. They have chug, splashes, grenades. Dropping down. Chris a little separated from his team, but he quickly trying to find his way back. Oh my god. Okay, gotta be careful there, Source. It's the DMR, so he can't do a ton of damage. Thoric has now entered the mix as well. Attacking from behind. He breaks into the box. Good damage onto one. Letting it reload. He does it yet again. Back-to-back shots. Breaking the builds. Thoric trying to find another angle on the other side. This could be the playmaking moment right here, but Thoric gets spotted out by Falco. Quick moment. Too slow coming out from Thoric. Everybody having the extra heals. Chris gets spotted out, but Chris was just very, very low HP. So is Echo, and now so is Falco. Zaire down below, but Source is the one trying to make the moves. They find Echo. That trio's down. Source gets a little bit too in front of himself. Maybe even greedy for the elimination. He's going to fall. Big shots coming out. Bahazo's going to fall. Falco, he's eliminated out of the game. 2v1 situation, and a chance to make it a 3. As Chris backing off, popping the slap juices, trying to get the HP back and trying to run away. But this is their chance to close out this fight. Echo's already gone. That was the solo trying to stay alive. Now Chris, they found him. Just one quick moment too late. That's going to be a wipe there for Thoric, Source, and Zaire as Thoric cleans up all 3. Uh-oh. They went for the reboot. One gets knocked. Not too bad, though. Top 27 situation. Phoenix and them looking over. Alright, hold up. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hopefully they're a good team to leave it on. Come on, Phoenix. Don't let me down.
Strike them down.
Got myself a little muffin to snack too. Anything for you, Vader? You know? Okay, what did I miss? Didn't really miss anything. Okay. Where's creeping them at? Where's creeping? Ooh. This is who has Vader. I thought. I don't see Vader. Did somebody kill Vader? Why don't they have Vader? Does anybody know why don't they have... Tez, since you followed, you're on the spot. Why don't they have Vader? It's like a flat muffin, by the way. It's not a burrito. somebody's down. Don't know where. Is he not playing? Is he just not playing? Huh? I feel like Baka's gonna get headshotted or something. Gotta be careful here. He's like rotating pretty freely by himself. And Pars is trading with them DMRs. Uh-oh. Alright, who do you guys want to check? Somebody got chopped down in the distance? Maybe that was the old base. Antonio's over on the side. Phoenix Victor V coming in. Okay, so they're trying to move in. Zuki's over here with Arc in them. Gemini just took out Lays. Uh-oh. Top 27 situation here. Ooh, they're really chasing on the Xeno, who's weak. Arc is above. School has a little bit of distance. South goes there as well. I didn't think these guys would fight in zone like this, but maybe they will? Low on mats, low on resources. Just an interesting decision for them. Game 1 was not their strong suit. I had them winning the tournament. Hopefully they pick it up here in Game 2. Otherwise, yee. It seems like they want to rotate in. Beat this team on this rotation on the front of the mountain, and then they have to rotate into them, but they have a 140 chug jug and a med kit for all three of them, so it's very, very important they make it to zone sooner rather than later. Good spot for them to kind of move in finally. So they're gonna get that side of the zone. What do we want to check out? I'm just trying to think like who else right now. Three elims looking at the backside of the zone overall. This is like the slow part of the game. Dark Antonio Aura, box to box with Stephen Hoare and Lexington. Let's take another bite, might as well. This is the hard part of the game. Because if you're down on Surge, you need to go for it. Whether if a team rotating away or not. And they're just creating distance, making it harder and harder for that team in zone to get anything. While they're rotating up on a duo. Not in zone yet, though. Looking back behind. Trying to figure out where that team is at. Oh, they got it down on the pump. They got it down on the pump. And now they're all pushing over. Antonio is leading the charge. Do they know they're a solo? Looking around, cutting them off on one side. Does not get the edit, but they're still moving forward. Shoots right through the build. Oh my god, great damage there. Pump, he gets trapped in his own box with no way out. He goes down as well. Pars crashing back to back has got to be the most tragic thing ever, Cruisin'. Has to be the most... I 100% agree with you. Oops. Defiable Zuki's trying to make their way in. Creeping them. Do have Darth They don't have Darth Vader, which is the crazy thing. How do you not have Darth Vader? Prusen, you have to be the smart one in the chat, or anybody that speaks up. Did Zone kill him? Did they kill him? And then they're gonna have to rotate in. A lot of teams kind of having to rotate in along with them. Check out Epic Well and team. It probably did. It breaks builds. Okay. Teambot, what's up, Ivy? Epic Well team gonna have to rotate just a little bit more towards the south. Scouting, seeing one team rotate in. A lot of these teams are gonna beat them on the rotation. One down below that they already know is there in front of them. The one they're currently watching rotate in. Ooh, and that just took a lot of damage, just trying to trade off into the distance. 400 above the damage threshold, though. Try and look in. Arc, School, and Salco. 2 empty slots is not good. And 99 below. Back-to-back games, they find themselves below the damage threshold. And the 3-2-1 on the blind. There goes at least 100 damage gone just like that. Rexy's trying to do what he can as a solo to kind of back down 3 different players here, but it is going to be 3v1. They are below the damage threshold, falling further, but now they find themselves up above. Great damage onto the full health player. Now it's Blind trying to get out, but it's only so far he can run by himself. Great damage coming out from Ark. He's persistent, trying to break into the box. Edits the stair the wrong way. That might have been Salco's that got in. Either way, he has to try to make his way out yet again. Salco takes some good damage. Now it's School trying to go in with bait and switch, but Ark is still on his tail up until the elimination where he goes down. That's going to be a full-on wipe. Ark, School, and Salco find themselves alive. 300 damage above. These are the aimers too. Who? Bro, if you're talking about this, some time, bro. Do you guys have a coach, Salco, or do you guys just play and push the first person you guys see? The things I do for the money. All right, let's see who's on this side of the map real quick, though. Rat gunning them. They're going to go ahead and spot it out. Lays trying to stay alive. Does look like Lays is by himself as his solo. No HP on either one of these 3 players. Trying to look up. Trying to look up above. Rat gun taking damage. Lays doing a good job of fighting back here in this moment until he goes down. 3v1. Hey, good damage on the Rat gun. Good damage on the Gemini. But from there on out, that's where it's going to get tough. Look at the rotation coming in for a lot of these teams. And you're seeing how tough it actually is. Uh-oh. 400, 500. Consistently getting above the damage threshold. The 5-0 is going to go down. Trying to see who's on each angle right now. Z-Link. Make it a very, very similar rotation with the rest of the team. 692 above. Uh-oh, Storm Surge turns on again. 138. They find themselves above the damage threshold. Not in the zone just yet, but at least in a manageable spot. But now 74 below the damage threshold here. 74. 52. Coming up onto 2 different opportunities here. Trio on the left, trio on the right. More on the left, more on the right. But Nutify is the one that is going to go and take the brunt of that charge. They find themselves above the damage threshold yet again. But 11 HP here for Salco. Scary situation to be in. Can't really take too much damage. School's in a similar spot along with Ark. But it's the 11 HP. 2 different ticks. That's all you can take. And another max pull. Uh-oh. This is going to be crazy right now. It's box to box right now. Both of them go down. Oh, no. He's trying to stop the cleanups from coming in. Nice shot onto TJ. Salco, 3v1 situation. Stops the teammates from getting cleaned up yet again. The Siphon from 11 HP to more, but the shields are missing. But that's not a problem. Salco, the Major 2 champion. Call him the MVP. If they win this game, you know who to point the finger at. These are moments. Moments through a game here. that you find yourself possibly in the driver's seat, possibly not, of your own destiny. It's their 5th elimination of the game. Ooh, 73 below. Epic Well finds himself. Looking around, Peep. Is that Peepotron? No, it's just Peep. Digital and Seps down below. Epic Well is going to find a nice elimination onto that one. Quick cleanup. Jawas through the next build, trying to take it over. And Nat getting aggressive as well, feeling the confidence. They're well above the Storm Surge threshold from where they were just at moments ago. Z-Link going on the other side, but he quickly gets boxed out. Great wall by Digital, but instantly gets taken back by the full trio, trying to converge onto them. And Act taking a little bit too much damage. 50 HP, targeted from all sides, and not in zone. The odds truly stacking up against them here for the top 17 situation. Art School and Salco, they're the ones going to be up in front, taking a lot of space. They're the ones who find themselves in zone in a better position than ever before. Frost, Nivy looking back. Job, Rise, they're looking back as well. Phoenix, Victor V, and B-Dog. Pull the zone. Pull the zone this time around. 93 points. Side of the leaderboard already after game 1. Let's see if they can go ahead and pull off something here. Right next to them. A full trio. Phoenix is looking over there. Phoenix came in chat. Phoenix is looking over there. So he might be seeing something. But they're on the front side of the zone. So may not want to make too many wild moves here. But even Victor V's... Oh. Even Victor V was looking at that for a moment. Like, We are on the front side. High ground is targeting them for a quick moment. Popping up above. Nice shots on the Messi. Sea Bullies down there as well, but they're only a duo. They do want to elevate their position. They don't want to be stuck down low with all the other teams that are going to have to make their way up the side of that map. Source, Thork, Zare, high ground, Poppin' and Snivy. They're there as well with Frost. Larkos as a solo. Just trying to stay alive, and right now blessed a little bit by the zone, maybe even finding some loot that's worth it. Raze, Crank, they're there as well, and you're seeing every other team down the side of the mountain stacked like pancakes trying to make their way up. Creep, Evolve, causing destruction, using the Force, but Creep's going to go down. Evolve's still alive, but Creep's the one that has the Force, and now their Jedi is knocked down. Keen and Evolve now stuck on the side of the mountain, trying to figure out how they're going to continue to make their way up. They only have to figure out just a little bit more, maybe just inches at most. Keenbot went to the backside of the zone, get the elimination onto Ryan-tron. That's going to be their 6th of the game so far, but he runs into a full team. International waters that he can't make himself over. Evolve, he's just trying to hide by himself further up the mountain zone. Now it's purling further and further over. You might not have found your way in just yet, but now it's going to get exponentially harder, especially going up a full trio on the other side. Top 12 situation. Epic Well and Act Z-Link, they're doing wonders, making their way over, especially since they have a long way to go up the top of the mountain. You're seeing how much harder it's going to continue to get. Evolve found medkits, but if he pops the medkits, he cannot get up the mountain. So he's just playing for placements here. How much further can he get? Z-Link losing an Act. They can't be heroes. They're out of builds, and Act has nothing. Epic Well has what little they have left, but he's going to go down. Full trio is out. Top 9 for them. Art, School, Salco looking down, sliding. Luckily for them, they were on the front side and the top side of the mountain when this happened, so they're not feeling the full nature of this pull. The Storm playing with emotions here, but now they're trying to make their way in. Zyro trying to hold him out. He goes for a shot, and he goes down. At least his teammate still hanging on with the thread. Top 6 situation here. Top 5 is another one's going to go down. They're doing what they can, but a shot sneaks through. A lot of damage lands on the Salco. Without shields, but full confidence, trying to make his way forward up the side of the mountain again. A zone to where it's just bringing hellfire and brimstone down above everybody else. There's still 2 grenades, and Salco's going to try to use those to the backside of the zone. One bounce is a little bit too far, but a down's going to be had onto School. He needs to take a tick here before the elimination comes in. That way the Siphon is going to be worth it, making his way up, but he does not have a lot of builds, so back down he goes onto Frost. Top 4 situation. Not too many people are still alive. and not even Salco, possibly not even Skull, as he moves his way to the backside of the zone and goes down. The shots find their way through from Victor V, and on the other side, they find another one. Top 3 situation, but Phoenix is going to go down. Frost still alive. Source, Zaire, Thoric, they're still up above. They have 7 eliminations, and they're trying to put some damage onto another team down below. Victor V finds a med kit, but that's really all he has left in his back pocket before he has to try to beeline his way to zone. Do I hope for high ground? Do I go for low? It looks like low ground's going to be the play. 22 HP. A dream, but he goes down. That dream becomes a nightmare. Now it's Thoric, Source, and Zaire's turn. All this hard work. 96 points so far. You cannot give up here, especially when it's just a 3v3. Plain and simple. Looking towards the backside. Source spotted one. Moves right back on up. Trying to pop the chug, being as safe as can be. Not give this one up the chance, but the zone is forcing them outward, where they're kind of taggable, where their position is going to be threatened, but Source drops the first one. That's going to be Poppin, who goes down. Now Snivvy's getting a big shot. He's going to fall as well. Thoric is going to get another elimination. All 3 fall. All 3 get eliminations, and that is going to be a big win for Zaire, Thoric, and Source. Hey, I'm just saying, that was a big win. That was a big win for them. A 95-point game. Check the leaderboard. I said let's check the leaderboard. 144. B-Dog, Victor V, and Phoenix in first place. Second and third. 14 eliminations combined. Arc School and Salco, fourth with 11 elims. Bumps them up to second place. Source, Thoric, and Zaire, 116 points with a first with 10 eliminations. Poppin, Snivy, and Frost honestly playing well, managing Surge decently well as well. The zone's pulling in their favor on top of that for the most part, not all the time. Then we got Cash, Nate, and Artem, 21st with only 1 elim in that game. That's not going to help you move up the leaderboard. In fact, it'll be the reason why they fall down from 1st to 5th. Enact, Z-Link, and Epic, 9th and 7th. Some consistency, but not in the good amount of points. You want consistency in the top 5s. They're signing it inside of the top 10 barely. That's going to put him in 6th place overall. Raise, Blink, and Crank, 5th and 5th. Consistency on the dot. Ray, Gemini, and Banana, 16th. So this is where the consistency kind of falls off game after game. Kinzel, Churi, and Jagger, 72nd after a third. Antonio R and Dark. So it's not too bad, but it's obviously not where you want to be. Big pickup game there by Zaire and them. So what do we 2 minutes into we're in the next game, and let me see if I can do this. Let's go ahead and watch this play. Let's watch this play back together, but at least in a manageable spot. But now 74 below the damage threshold here. 74. But it's the box to box right now. Both of them go down. Oh no, he's trying to stop the cleanups from coming in. Nice shot onto TJ. Salco, 3v1 situation, stops the teammates for getting cleaned up yet again. The siphon from 11 HP to more, but the shields are missing, but that's not a problem. Salco, the Major 2 champion, call him the MVP. Damn. That's a dunk. That was my dunk, at least. It would have been flashy in the dunk contest if my knee hadn't gave out. I was going to be in the competition a few years back as like a celebrity dunk, caster dunk participant, and my knee, yeah, no. Because I'm tall and I can. All right, now we're going to go to the replay. And guess what? When we come back, we got game number 3. Can Victor V, Phoenix, and B-Dog hold on to their lead? Can they extend it? Or will somebody else catch up? Find out after this. On the other side, they find another one. Top 3 situation, but Phoenix is going to go down. Frost still alive. Source, Zaire, Thoric, they're still up above. They have 7 eliminations, and they're trying to put some damage onto Another team down below. Victor V finds a med kit, but that's really all he has left in his back pocket before he has to try to beeline his way to zone. Do I hope for high ground? Do I go for low? It looks like low ground's going to be the play. 22 HP. A dream, but he goes down. That dream becomes a nightmare. Now it's Thoric, Source, and Zare's turn. All this hard work, 96 points so far. You cannot give up here, especially when it's just a 3v3. Plain and simple. Looking towards the backside. Source spotted one, moves right back on up, trying to pop the chug, being as safe as can be. Not give this one up the chance, but the zone is forcing them outward, where they're kind of taggable, where their position is going to be threatened, but Source drops the first one. That's going to be Poppin, who goes down. Now Snivvy's getting a big shot. He's going to fall as well. Thoric is going to get another elimination. All three fall. All three get eliminations, and that is going to be a big win for Zare, Thoric, and... Whew. Maybe it'll work this time. Maybe I did the math wrong. Maybe I didn't. Now, this is the game. What's up, Seeks? This is the game I feel like where drop spots will start to switch up, if any. Besides the first initial ones. Pars crash, is that what I heard? No. That's not what you heard. You heard Pars crash back-to-back games. Back-to-back. Not one, but dos. BC, I don't know, crashed out of the game. That's all we know from replay modes, really. No, I don't think I'm going to check DMs from you, dude. Not with a name like that. What the weird? Everybody loaded in, right? Yeah. One less team than last game. So this is what I don't understand. So he's dropping in, but he's not playing in some of the games. Bro, Seeks with the frog. Let's go! Seeks moving in, trying to go for the high ground, and he does the unthinkable. He subs to the world's best streamer. Debatable. If I gift a sub, will you check DMs? I did check the DMs, bro. So Fups and no evolved creep. Bro, evolved creep in them didn't make it in this game. Evolved and creep did not make it into the game. Zorn, Ryantron taking over Foxy. They called it and they did it. And they're pushing that team out. You know? What's up, Omar? How you doing? Who landed behind Canyon? TJ Tech. The guys that got 1v3 by Salco. All right, we're in it. We're in it. Where they land at? Right here. Nope. Right here. Nope. Bro, you gotta tell me where they land at. Oh, right here. We got 3 Jawas. Three Jawas. All right, what's going on over here? Let's check it out. Okay, decent shot from Messi. Okay. No builds, though? Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. I don't really know what I'm watching right now. So they are still up. For some reason, it said they were dead. Check out Delhi. We got some force powers. Do you know if Pump is playing on high ping? I want to assume, but there's no guarantees. First place right here. I don't know why, but I haven't been watching enough of them. They had 4 eliminations total. All came in endgame. They play like a calculated game, it seems like. I believe they were near first in opens. They had it at one point, that's for sure. Go check the north. Zeus taking down 1. Don't even know where that's at. I'm getting my straight A reward tomorrow. What is your straight A reward? Kind of spread out through magic mosses. Just trying to go ahead and get damage for Surge. For my GPA. I know, but what is your reward? Salco and them moving on over. So they're going to get a chance to get a couple elims. Zeno's over here at Seaport, but does he know that team's under him? I want to imagine he does. What's up, Shuffle? Shuffle, who won Central? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, now they see him. Now they're moving back. Clicks. Oh, Peter bought one. Okay, Peter won. Of course, Peter won. Who did Peter carry this time? Oh. Yeah, I just assume, you know. Dude, Peter, Iamzo, Cold. Now imagine that trio. Peter, Iamzo, Cold would be fire. How are you dying with How are you dying with Darth Vader, bro? I better see a clutch right now. Alright, so 2 of them are down. Digital's down, Peep's down, Seps is by himself. He's trying to stop the double res, but he's not going to be able to. Double res just too strong. Seps, nice training shots with Tubbs. It's easier on the other side, reloading. Not reloading, but... Oh, he's getting targeted. Oh, jocks it down and hits the Jawa shot onto Seps. That's what I want to see. Because on 40 ping, it's supposed to be 60 FPS. Bro, Omar, I have no idea, bro. I'm not a big enough streamer to have a bunch of mods. Now that Pars is in the game, it's different. Oh, they just took down Banana, bro. Healed it layer by layer. What's up, BMD? I don't even have like a ton of rules. Like, just be nice to each other. No TOS. I need 1 million. Uh-oh, another fight against Darth Vader. Oh my god, he didn't even see it coming. He blinked. TZR popping a big. They have the time to do it. Fuzz as well. Oh my god, another big shot, dude. Bro, he's like literally missing them all. Oh, whoa. Slow things down here for a moment there, buddy. Oh, nice shot from Fuzz on the Crank. Now we just got to keep throwing that lightsaber, brother. Bro, throw that thing. You have unlimited. There we go. Just tossed all the loot down. Okay, well. We'll go over here to Victor V and team. Looks like they're third-partying a fight that already happened. Ryan, Tron, Zorn, Rowe did get, I think, a couple eliminations here. They pushed the team off spawn and got a whole other team. Zor's cleaned up by Phoenix. Probably re-knocked, re-downed. Ryan Tron trying to escape out the other side. B-Dog already spotted him out. And he's going to be the last one here. Who is this other team moving in? Epic, Z-Link, and Enact also moving in. Why did I get my tournament log mid-tourney and I can't queue now? I don't know, Evolved. If I had an answer for you, I would 100% be there to help you. Hey, this is first place right in front. This is first place getting third-partied right now. Rocks getting thrown from across, a little bit of damage, but building the break or breaking the build is the most important part. Z-Link attacking from the other side, trying to take cones, trying to take as much position, but he goes down. Big shot by Phoenix. And Act's going to go ahead and trade that one out, though. B-Dog, and he actually gets cleaned up. That's going to be the biggest difference there. Phoenix, he's trying to escape, going out the other side into the zone to try to find a better angle. But Enact lands another big shot. Victor V's cleanup finally comes through as Phoenix gets another knock on 2-1. Uh-oh. I think there's another third party coming in. Phoenix, Victor V, they're getting third partied again. It's Baka, it's Pars, it's Pump. From one elimination to the next, they're just trying to clean up whatever's left over. Baka moving in, taking some pieces from underneath. Victor V, these guys face off at the HyperX Arena all the time in solo competitions. Now Baka versus Victor V going head-to-head yet again. Epic and Enact are going to be the ones able to disengage from this fight. The ones who started the third party are going to be the ones to be able to survive here in this moment. Big shot coming out from the other side. Try to see what it looks like, but Phoenix is going to go down. Victor V scrambling around. Baka lands another shot. Not a massive one, but enough to continue him running around as Phoenix gets cleaned up. This is first place, having their struggles here, going against Baka, Pars, and Pump, who in back-to-back games who have had to play this trio competition out as a duo due to Pars crashing out of these games. If they made some things happen, at least one, try to keep themselves in contention of a top spot, earning some money, what's most important. If they're scrambling around, trying to heal up. Victor V goes down. So first place is out. Baka, Pars, and Pump started this game in 26th place, 18th and 7th or 27th with one elimination. Epic and Act maybe trying to go back for Z-Link's card. They may or may not have it yet. Yasir is going to be by himself. Source, Thork over towards the north. Go and check on Scissor's team real quick. Let's check on Scissor's team. Another arc win. You think so? Right now, he's not even in first. So nothing's really going down. They're probably just waiting for the next zone pool. Doris and Thork, they're looking good. Not having to move in. Hey, they rotated pretty good for being the most southern portion of the map. Antonio then moving in from boxcars. Westbin, Caffey. Westbin pretty good so far. Uh-oh. Akapars and Pump return to the scene of the crime. What are they looking for exactly? Leftover loot, maybe some upgrades. Where is Enact? Enact's all the way back here. Probably going to get the reboot if they need it. Cruisin', what do you mean you could queue? Did something happen? Evolved, what did you place in opens? Oh no, you placed first in opens. You're still on. Never mind. Uh-oh, they got another elimination on the Epic. Hopefully he at least got the reboot card for Enact, who's really running out of heals. Let's check on Source, Thoric, and Zare. First place, alive in the lobby. Alive in the lobby. $119 points. This is their chance to close the gap here. Arch School Salco finding at least some bandages all the way from the backside of the zone, trying to move in. They're going to have to run into a few teams once they make their way there, but not too many teams threatening outside of Source and Thoric. Continue to look around. Darth Vader's in a good spot over here towards the north. Check out Defiable, Zookies, and Xeno for a second. Take a bite of this real quick. You let me know who you want to see cruising. I'll show you. They actually rotated pretty far to the south. Not doing too good at all, to be honest. They're literally in, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. But on the leaderboard, like, that's not a point glitch. We'll just say that. We'll just say it's not a point glitch. Frank is on the outside of Outlaws Oasis. Oh, no way you didn't see that, Suds, right? Frank gets found out. Frank is there as well. They do have a trio, but he's nowhere nearby, at least not for the current moment. That's Raze. He has to figure out a way to close the distance. Echo up above, taking some control, some pieces, cutting off on the other side, but Suds doesn't need no help. First elimination in the game. That one's going to be the easiest. They have splashes that they can use. Just go ahead and go to zone. Ooh, but they see them out there. That's a potential 6 more points. Is this worth it? Oops. Is this worth it with zone pulling away? I'm not sure this is worth it. What's up, Milk? What's up, Russell? But the thing is, when I check the leaderboard, Cruisin' is still 34th. But maybe that's just Fortnite tracker. He said, nah, I can't. I'm bored. Alright, hold up. I'll check right now. Where? On the current leaderboard, they're 18th. 42 points going into this game. They have 1 elimination, top 21, which means they have 45 points. What's up, Brooks? Been doing pretty good. How are you doing? Okay. Okay, we're fishing. I like this. A lot of extra fish. Especially for the zone. Hey, if they can survive this right now with the small fries. I'm down for anything. I just stream because I love it, Concussion. I just love Fortnite. And I just can't I'm not done with work, so I can't really stream Central. And I'm from West, so it makes sense, you know? So they should be good. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah, they should be good. Off the side of the mountain, look off in the distance. Even without Z-Link, it's gonna be okay. Bro, Cats. Really hit me with the sub. Thank you. Meow. 96. I want to see his aim real quick. I just want to see his aim. How are you down, Surge? Yo, thank you so much, Cats. You know I really appreciate it. Like, I really appreciate it. I'm just checking something, you know? I'm doing some research right now for my book. How many of these shots connect is what I want to know. Nah, Brooks. Okay, so. Ooh. Alright, Zuki, Zeno, Defiable on top of Foxy looking down below. That's Echo, Scissor. Ooh, back-to-back DMR shots. Plus some pepper on the other side. They're cooking up what looked like could have been a real big down here. They're chopping their own way down. Zuki's just trying to follow right down below. They have some extra slaps, knowing they have to rotate across the map. What's up, Panda? Nivy, Frost, Hoppin'. Pretty consistent so far in this game. Or this tournament, I should say. But they have to be careful because one Tio right above. That's going to be Zeno. Box to box, two different sides. Both of them having to make their way towards zone. Even Crank, another player on the other side. Looks like they're just going to choose to disengage, keep their elevation, work their way in that way. Job, Rise, they lost their teammate, but they have to make their way in. They do have a clear rotation throughout most of it. It's once they start to get towards the edge. Two different duos. The ones that could potentially try to hold you out. They already have one elimination, 440 damage above the threshold. And they see Epic Well's team right in front of them. They're going to try to position and find their way in. But Job, he just gets targeted from the other side. He's trying to hop and figure out a strategy, how he's going to make his way in. But there's multiple shots coming in from two different teams. That's making them hard, having to expend a lot of mats. Only 1,000 between the two of them. And Job takes another big shot. The ping is probably what's letting this slip through. Ping don't want to see them winning. Oh, pump went down somewhere. Pump went down. Bars Vaca, no. 1,400 damage above. Thermal grenades going over in their direction. There's still a full team targeting. Vaca's going to be able to go at least one layer up, slow things down a little bit, but it's just all angles. There's just so much for him to overcome. The unlimited ammo this season is a force to be reckoned with. But once again, finds himself up a layer in a cone, protected. At least for now, Pars has a moment to breathe here. But in comes Darth Vader. In comes Darth Vader. They're using the force to try to break the box and really throw Pars off balance, layer after layer, team after team. Baca can't really do anything to lend a helping hand because then he'll become the target. Larco's darts, Hilly, they're the ones on the other side. Baca doesn't want to go ahead and peek, or at least not too soon. Zone is now going to start to begin to close. They got to start figuring out how they're going to make their way out of this. But you see half the builds being dropped right now for Pars. They went ahead and dropped the splash as well. I'm not sure that's the leaderboard, Panda. Okay, nice rotation underneath, recycling as much as they can, even though they don't necessarily need to. They have to be very, very careful. A team could be sneaking around this spot at any moment. That's why they got to change layers. One, that's a little bit more safe and comfortable for them to thrive in. Illy Larko's darts. Darth Vader's now trying to make a move. That's CZR. He has the force, but he's not really feeling the confidence along with it. Source. Thoric, there as well. Scissors up above, but it's Rise. It's Rise and Job. They have the high ground, but they don't pull the zone in their favor, so they got to figure out a way down from there. Everybody else down below, they might not even have a chance to look up, so they could, in theory, feel like they're safe, unless they just already know. Thoric, Source there, going box to box against Scissor, Echo, and Suds. Right below them is a whole duo, so you got to be careful as you're maneuvering forward, but you know there's going to be a mountain here to try to overcome, especially continues to move in this direction. Actually, no mountain as Salco finds the elimination on the backside of the zone. That's going to be their third one of the game so far. I feel like he gets told every time. Finally has a good team, and now he's selling. Oof. Did you tell him that? Oh, they had dropped down a layer, but that's still. Skull's the one in the front of the pack. Tarping them to safety. No more high ground, but Defiable Xeno on the other side. You got to be careful. They go up, try to go over, but the spray is there. Now they really have no other choice but to make that rotation a reality. That kind of may be a benefit. See all the loot being passed on over to School. To find a lightsaber, but it's useless without the force. Suds finding another elimination. The backside of zone. Thoric, Source, and Zaire now figured out a way to get the high ground. Nate, Cash, Artem, one of our few Victory Royale winners on the gauge. Just haven't been able to figure out the success and replicate it. A nice shot onto Zyro. Tooney's trying to box himself in along with his teammate, but he almost separated himself, biting off more than he could chew. Now Nate and Artem have to converge and retreat because there's this great damage coming out, and Nate did not get the memo. He's going to go down. Aura's getting tagged up the backside of the zone. Source, Zaire, Thoric, they have no extra HP at all. They're just trying to look bigger than they actually are, and they find a nice elimination onto Zeus. When that elimination gets cleaned up, that is a blessing here for Source. From 60 effective HP and shield combined, he's made a much manageable situation as Art finding damage onto Suds at the backside of the zone. Edit after edit, the zone's going to do most of that heavy lifting, allowing for Art to smoothly sail his way into his fourth elimination as the team. And with first place down and out of this game already, this is a chance for them to pick up the pace and take over yet again. They find a nice one onto Baka. Major 2 on Major 1 champion violence here as they continue to move forward. W key, the front side of the zone. Darts at School, trade shots, but School really not showing any fear, knowing his teammates are there to back him up. Salco, Arc, they find another elimination. Hilly barely able to escape with the hair on his chinny chin, only for a short moment because he gets found out by Hilly. Defiable gets another one. Tony goes down. Thoric and them trying to maintain their position above. Defiable, he's going to be stuck here as a solo by himself. Can he stay alive? Top 5 situation here. Make it top 4 as Pars goes down. But hey, as a duo, top 4 from a situation they were in, especially with a couple crashes. Epico goes down. Top 3 situation. Source, Thoric, and Zaire. They've already won 1 Victory Royale so far on the day. Defiable goes down, and now they're going up against the Major 2 champions here. And this is where it is going to get a little dicey. Zone moving forward might force the clash between these two, but up above, you can see they can recycle a lot of these builds, not really drop down unless they have to. But Zaire's going to go ahead and drop down, try to put pressure. They don't want to let them go for free, even though it might go over the mountain, so it might not be easy for any of these guys to overcome. They continue to spray down below, trying to sneak any of the EMP blasters in their way through, but School is doing a good job of finding them an elevator up and over. They're doing up and wonderful things, finding their way towards the high ground. Now it's Salco's turn to try to make a play. Hits a side shot, but it's not going to be a big one at all. A lot of the Storm doing damage, but Arc said, I'll do some heavy lifting here in the end game. Back-to-back knocks, back-to-back eliminations, 2 chances at Siphon. Salco's alive on the other side. Thoric has no extra HP, but he gets chopped down down by high ground and taken down by Arc, Salco, and School as they finally pop off with 11 eliminations and a big win. Rice? Okay, so Rice. Rice. Okay. Okay, where's the leaderboard? I had okay, after 3 games. Good game by Bakapars and Pump. I'm going to show this much of the leaderboard unless you guys don't care about spoilers. Arc, School, and Salco, 217 points. First place, Source, Thork, and Zare, 194. Consistency, second and first, but a huge, not a huge elimination, 8 elimination difference, which is kind of the point gap. Which is the 8 elimination difference. Victor B, Phoenix, B-Dog, 23rd place. Lost out on some consistency. But hey, at least they're within reach. 60 or so points. Inact, Epicwell, Z-Link, 149. Finally finding their stride as well. Making it inside of the top 5 this time around. Cash, Nate, and Artem. 10th place, 21st, first. Not necessarily consistent, but consistent enough to get into the top 5. Poppin, Snivy, and Frost, 13th, 0 elims. Only 5 elims throughout the game, so they're kind of playing on consistency here in order to get their placement. Illy, Darts, and Larkos, 4 elims, matching last game's total, but this time getting a 9th place. Each and every game getting better. Could this be a difference maker getting into the top 8 or top 5? We'll know soon. Antonio, Aura, and Dark, 16th, 11th, and 8th. Them two getting progressively better each and every game. Have a good night, Omar. Thank you for stopping by. If anybody's in the chat lurking, in the stream lurking, thank you guys for lurking. Thank you guys for tuning in and having fun. We got the next game coming up soon. I wanted to turn on my ceiling fan, though. Let's see. Next game in about 1 minute. Which kind of allows us to go ahead and watch a replay of that last Arc, School, and Salco win and how they took first place. Source, Thork, and Zare. They've already won 1 victory royale so far on the day. Defiable goes down, and now they're going up against the major 2 champions here. And this is where it is going to get a little dicey. Zone moving forward might force the clash between these two, but up above, you can see they can recycle a lot of these builds, not really drop down unless they have to. But Zare is going to go ahead and drop down, try to put pressure. They don't want to let them go for free, even though it might go over the mountain, so it might not be easy for any of these guys to overcome. They continue to spray down below, trying to sneak any of the EMP blasters in their way through, but School is doing a good job of finding them an elevator up and over. They're doing up and wonderful things, finding their way towards the high ground. Now it's Salco's turn to try to make a play. Hits a side shot, but it's not going to be a big one at all. A lot of the Storm doing damage, but Arc said, I'll do some heavy lifting here in the end game. Back-to-back knocks, back-to-back eliminations, 2 chances at Siphon. Salco's alive on the other side. Thork has no extra HP, but he gets chopped down by high ground and taken down by Arc, Salco, and School. Let's go, major 2 champions. We have 32 teams in the lobby this time. Where's Creep's team? Pew, 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 pew. Bam, 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 bam. They'll be one of the first ones to drop. Did Creep not make it in again? What's up, Baba? I can't believe he didn't make it in again. Do we have a 50-50? Oh, Visuals, Braids, and Aminish have now joined in to go up against Ryantron. Drop. This is... Where'd Ryantron go? Oh, Did Ryantron go somewhere else? Bro, they really alphaed up. Everybody said, you know what? They're in the game. Let's go to our original spots. They just alphaed up. The aura. Oh, no. I don't understand why they can't queue. Uh-oh. Taki took down Tiny Ton. Braids took down one. And Zuki's just playing for revives. Okay, that's fine. What do we got over here? Vigils, Braids, and a Minish. Alphing up their drop spot. So not everybody got the memo. And then we got Darth Vader for free again. Okay. Okay. And these guys. This guy hasn't even been playing half of the games. This guy hasn't even been playing half of the games or something. I don't know what he's doing. Big shot on the Vigils though. From far away, or maybe fall damage. Tell me you saw him. A Minish song. Echo, Scissors, Thuds from the top. Falco, Crisp, and Hazo. They've been fighting all day long, though. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. But let's go ahead and check the leaderboard real quick. Arc School and Salco, we'll skip them because we know they're safe for the most part. Then we'll go to Source in them. Flooded Frogs. Looting up the outsides. Probably going to go over and get the truck. Akapar's Pump. Full trio here again. No crash this time. Now we just gotta see where's the fight gonna end at. So Ryan, Tron, Zor, and Ro, they get to take over Brutal and the mountains. Hey, if a couple zones pull over this way, there might be a blessing in disguise here. Let's take a look at Falco. Is this the Falco that works for Dig? Or is on Dig? Is he a creator? What is he? Hey, I believe your name Kosuki? What time is it over there? For Rise. Rise say. Ooh. Oh. Almost gets the piece up right now, but he ran out of builds. Falco's got to be careful. Still feeling confident, knowing his team backed him up, but Chris is the only one that has any builds whatsoever. Everybody else fresh out. Echo, Scissor, and Suds knew this. They would kind of put pressure there. Scissors drops down. 2 shield bubbles on each side, trying to make them scatter. They can't build to protect themselves. This could be the giveaway right now. Hazo took a big shot. Finally gets found out by Scissor. Echo on one side. Suds trying to attack from the other. Echo takes too big of a shot, but still lands one back onto Chris last second. Suds gets one as well. One apiece. Okay, what's happening over here? Digital, Seps, and Peep versus Blink, AWOL, and Rise. Ooh. That's a big shot right there with the Java Blaster. Ooh, turns back on over there. It's Digital. This is Peep. I'd say Digital might have to be a little careful here on this side for a moment, but Crank's down below, trying to heal. Dealing some good damage onto Sebs, but Peep still going ahead and keeping the pressure on and still landing a good shot onto Crank, forcing him back upward with his teammate. And another shot, but unfortunately there was too much distance there. Check out the other side of the map where Buzz and them really kind of utilizing the free Darth Vader that they have. I want to see them consistently. Now let's move up. Oh, another one going down. Tex there on the other side. Lands a big shot onto CZR, but bait and switch. Waits for his teammates to break into the box. Lands a quick shot into there. His tech goes down as well. 3 straight eliminations yet again. Get a couple med kits. No worries here. Top 25 situation. We got a bunch of fights. But now we got Reet, Booga, and Ritual finally in the game. 12 p.m. here. Hey, that's actually not a bad time. So I'm just trying to think. So then a couple hours ago, that's like 10. You get Central like at the same time that I get EU. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, what, like 10 in the morning? That's when EU starts for me. 10 in the morning. And Booga gets one. Or Reet gets one, I should say. Booga's the one that's going to clean it up. Does look like a quick couple eliminations. R is trying to stay alive. Ritual is there. He's getting a little PC on one side. Reet on the other. They're trying to put pressure. Force him out of a bad spot. Booga and Reet, they're the ones directly into the box. Now he's there as well with Ritual as they clean up yet another elimination. What's up, Maui? Actually going pretty good. Oh, there's no banana. See what Ryan Tron's made of right now. Okay, nice. Oh my God, we tuned in at a perfect moment, huh, Ryan? Feeling peacey, you know? He's making me feel like I can do it. What are these actually called? Thermal grenades or thermite grenades? Does anybody know? Wish I can click it. Thermal imploders. So it's not even a grenade. At least I was right about the thermal part. Check out Arc School and Salco, current first place. I mean, I get it. Thermal imploders is really Star Wars-y. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Star Wars strikes again. Baka's down. Pump's down. Now Pars is by himself. There goes my top 2 pick. Hardly knew ye. Ooh, somebody else is tagging him from the distance. So Pars is able to stay alive at the bare minimum. At least there's that. I'm saying, unless there's somebody down there. Okay. So, I mean, in theory, Pars is not going to be able to get these reboots back. Who's this other team over there? Okay. Moving towards the south. Let's go check what teams are here. Oh, let's go check what teams are over here. The one team directly there. That's Source Thork and Zaire on the other side. Ryan Tron a little bit inward. Light right there on the other side. Does look like Arc School and Salco did jump onto that team on high ground. You see them getting chased off the side of the mountain. Tony's going to go down. 2 of them are going to fall. And this is where they're going to go at least clean up one of those downs. Arc School and Salco. And the fire does continue from across the map. Zeus has no choice but to continue to go outward. And now you see Arc School and Salco. Oh, they taking the wind sprite all the way over? They're chasing for this last elim. Zeus, we hardly knew ye. This just in. Zeus chased out his own. Wind sprite used. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and get out. What do we got going on here? Pars was found out by Ratgun. Snivy. What does Chewbacca do? I thought Chewbacca was gonna... Yeah, what does Chewbacca do? Anybody know? What does he do? Do something! It doesn't look like he gives a good gun. Okay, we'll check out Source Thorkins there. Next up on that leaderboard, it tells other people where you are by standing there. Sometimes shoot if it feels like it and gives you heals. Okay, giving heals could be a plus. Arch going Salco, going underneath, getting chased though. This could be a good fight right here between these two. This could be a good fight. So they're going to go above. Ark and them are going to go below and over. And these guys are going to still be fighting in zone. Ryan's still alive, trying to get the HP up, which means he has to go ahead and utilize some of those splashes. Light is there on the other side as well. Who's this other trio moving in? Oh, that's Chewbacca and team. Oh, is that Chewbacca? I keep... Oh, there we go. Come on, Chewie, do something. That's probably the med kit they keep popping, no? These guys are going to clean up. These guys are probably going to clean up here. They have priority. All these teams have to rotate into them. They're probably playing for reboots. Uh-oh. So they see them. I'm not sure if they see them, but they now hear them. All they have is Chug Jug and 4 splashes. Like, what are they doing? Uh-oh. They fight again. Oh, Ryan's down to 21 HP. He has no extra. Ro has it, but it's only 45. Honestly, between all three. Find the extra Chug. That's 40. That's exactly what Ryan needs in this situation. Anything's better than nothing. Frost and Poppin', they now moved in, and they got the down onto Ryan. That's Poppin'. We get the elimination, and they're looking for the last one. They're looking for Ro, who cannot pop these heals right now. Luckily for him, he doesn't necessarily need them. Uh-oh, but they're moving towards Light. A blessing there. Light lands a big shot onto Frost, who has no extra HP. He needs this elimination himself. Can't even let his teammates get it, because then that's not what he needs, and that's going to be Snivy, who does go down. He gets cleaned up with ease. I believe Ryan Tron fell as well. Booga, Ritual, Reet. Okay. They're just playing placement right now. They got damage. I went to look for these guys. I can't. Every time we fight, we get cleaned up. It's like third-party central. I can't believe that team was still out there. It makes me wonder, like, Chewbacca has to give heals to that team to feel confident to wait out there that long. What does Chewbacca give, Ryan? Bro, do either one of you know? Because that team had Chewbacca. Baba said medkits it is. Okay, so it is medkits. Chewbacca saves it. Let's see where zone goes. Probably like centers up. Yep. Take a look at Epic Well and his team. Larco's Hilly down. Obviously, his medkits, even if you're full white health. Okay. I mean, which isn't bad, but... Uh-oh, we got another down. Suds on the darts. Looking out into the distance. I'm going to say he's going to try to too, but he can't. Scissors just getting them some good spot here outside of the zone. Building up, using a lot of his material to make that happen. Let's see. Oh, they were cleaned up. Thork takes a big hit. Right back-to-back DMR shots. Not really safe for a lot of teams to rotate in. I'm doing my check, you know what I mean? What's up, JJE streams? One Veliki. That's what it says in parentheses. Well, thank y'all for the follow. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know. I may or may not have answers, but I'll try. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing, mate. I just want to know, does it look like they know where people are at? I saw that kid on the mountain. So you have to imagine he saw the kid on the mountain. Right? They're looking directly over there. Like, this has to be the worst if this is true. He's just shooting the tops. This person in particular stands still so much. Like, so unbelievably much. Alright, top 16. Placement's now just beginning to set in. Let's go ahead and check around the lobby. Actually, hold up. Let's do this first. Okay, let's see. I want to see now. Now that he's playing again, I want to see his aim. Have you ever tried to do Prez? Like, I have, Baba, but when I started the stream, like, I didn't have very many viewers. I would love to do Prez. I'm just trying to see. You know what I mean? Did he pop a chug jug in real life? Is he feeling it now? Because, like, this has to be one of the, like, the worst performances I've ever seen. If the rumors, you know? Like, you know what I mean? There's no way. We'll do one for next game, Baba, then. We'll do one for next game. Alright, let's go ahead and look around. Ooh, Minish Braids, Visuals, 6 medkits, 7, 8 medkits, 9, 10, 11 medkits. Oh, man, just 10 medkits. 5 there and 5 between the other two. Just, you know, casual 5 medkit situation. Booga and them on one side. Epic Well here stacked on another. What game? I believe this is game 4. Wow, I figured he was the wrong person who got banned. Crazy. What do you mean? Who got banned? Oh, far pull for Epic, Z-Link, and an Act. This is game 4. This is game 4. Well is doing good. They are doing good. All 3 top 10s, and last game they got a top 4. I think it was like 9th, 7th, and 4th. Ah, don't worry, Vorgs. Don't know. We'll figure that out in a moment. Oh, they got to watch out. The team with the force is on their right. That's CZR. Oh, nice shots by Epic to keep him away there for a quick moment. But another team is going to be moving up right behind. They got to be careful not to bite off more than they can chew in any moment. Yep, Delhi is still alive, and they have a force power of their own. Moving off into the distance. They do have the wind sprite. They find themselves 700 above the damage threshold. Not a bad place to be in overall. 222 below. Uh-oh. Lays, Delhi, aim. Max pool for them. Remember, 700 above. Let's check out Epic. Well, I'm pressing one button and going through. I don't choose who it shows. Looking across. B-Dog. Oh, okay. See, I said I haven't watched enough of them, so let's watch a little bit more of them. Let's watch a little bit more. They've been decently consistent so far, except for maybe one game. That's when they kind of lost their stride. See if they can pick it back up here. Phoenix picked up some big eliminations in that last game when he needed it most. Kept him alive. Siphon as well. That's Epic well. Z-Link. They're the ones targeting that direction, but out of nowhere, Inact. Great distraction by 2. Phoenix fell for it. The whole trio did, as a matter of fact. He's forced to drop down low. Ultimate low ground, a spot that he finds safe. There's so many builds that aren't his. Even Peep sneaking a shot in. B-Dog scrambling, trying to build space, but there's so much pressure coming in from the other side. That's Peep again. Digitals and Sep that clean up 2 straight eliminations onto this side of the zone. Now it's Victor V by himself in a top 16 situation. Kenzel feeling the pain. Diminish. Visuals, Braids. They may not be up above. That's Echo and them. That's targeting from across the land. They get a knock onto one. Does look like they're going to try to go for a little bit of a revive. Source, Zaire, Thoric, they're moving across, but it does look like the team from Central does have high ground for now. Booga, Reet, and Ritual. They got the front side of the zone. It's now their chance to look across, figure out what they need to do here to find success. Poppin' still here. Digital's here as well, along with Snibsy. Reed's down below. Suds is on the other side of that wall. That's great damage coming out from Booga. He might have been the one that got the knock, but there's so many other players there, and he's quickly running out of builds. Trying to figure out if he can get the elimination or not, and that's going to be a big yes because Reet comes crashing in on the other side. Top 16 situation still. That means there's a lot of teams in complete and utter shambles. Missing teammates, probably 2 in some scenarios. Fibby Frost, they still have the wind sprite just in case. Waiting to see what they can do with this one. A trick possibly underneath their sleeve in their back pocket. Continue to look around. Thork see somebody in the distance. Echo and Suds, they're trying to make work. But Sauco, School, and Arc, they really have not made more noise. Or at least not too much just yet. A couple of eliminations throughout the course of the game, but now we're in the end game where every move is actually under the microscope, and it matters so much, and you can't really lose your head. So Sauco, you better hold on in a situation like this. Not getting caught off guard or lost is very, very important. As his team boxes up towards the front, Echo, Suds looks down below. They spot out Youngin. Good damage there, but they're not going to be able to clean that one up. They're 1,300 above the threshold. Up above, a bird's eye view. Reet, Booga, Ritual, trying to figure out where they can move, how they can target. They spot one team down below, second height, but that's one of the most dangerous with the force. The Darth Vader throw. And we've seen how deadly that could be at any moment. Sauco, along with Arc and School, they find another team elimination onto one. Still trying to move through these builds. That's their 5th one overall. 260 damage above the threshold. Does look like the force is real. They find another couple eliminations. Victor V still jumping around. He's a solo. Important points for Victor V for him to try to find Source Thork. They find another elimination down below. They're trying to control the low ground here in this situation. Epic Whale trying to heal off the backside of zone before he finally gets spotted out. But it comes at a cost. Minish distracted in that moment. Braids goes down. Zone catching up. There's only so long they can play and be the hero, but they found a little bit more space. Time is definitely on their side. Top 11 situation. He's fumbling the splashes. Oh my god, almost a disastrous turn, but it's still going to end up the same, but at least he got a few more placement points due to finding those splashes. Lays, top 8 situation. Not a lot of builds left. Z-Link We've seen one go down. Tups, he's going to try to do what he can. CZR is going to be the last one alive for their trio. Has a decent amount of builds. The double chug, even though one's almost empty, but he has the force. Can he use it? Top 7 situation here. He's getting targeted from all angles before he's finally taken out. Ritual and Reet, they're the ones who dropped down low, found some of that loot. Arc School and Salco still trying to find that perfect moment to pop off as they find Digital. He was hiding as a solo. Their run comes to an end, so it's not just elimination points, but it's also a couple of placement points as well. Top 5 situation. Consistency is key, and for a couple of these teams, they are absolutely finding it. Lays in the backside of zone. He finds the distraction. That Z-Link up above. The battle is going to begin. That's Source and Thoric versus Ritual. Booga and Reet, even though Booga is going to go down, that's going to be a knock, but still, Reet is still alive. But now it's School, Arc, and Salco. Their chance to rise from below. They get another knock onto one. School being a distraction. He already had one onto Booga. His teammates clean up the rest, and the first team to go back-to-back with double-digit elimination wins. 12 elims and 11 elims. 101 points right there. That was game 4. After one game, they're in 11th. After one game, they're in 11th place. But Arc, School, and Salco continue to extend their lead just a wee bit. 2 wins. Back-to-back. 3rd game with double-digit elims. 8th overall. Lays, Deli, and Cloney. That is pretty good. Z-Link and Act and Epic Whale make it in there. Victor V, Phoenix, and B-Dog. Hey, for my predictions to start the day, though, come on now. We got a couple more games left, but come on now. Baka, Pars, and Pump, how far are you from top 5? They're at 70. They win back-to-back games. All 4 of these guys place well, too. We can go 5 for 5 today. We can go 5 for 5 today. I'm just saying. There's a possibility. There is a possibility. What are we thinking here? Thank y'all for the follow, Turtle. Pulau? Pelogi? And Kim Khan? Wait, are you the one in the game right now? Are you the one in the game right now? All right, so the next game, hold on, let me do math. 2 + 6. We got 2 minutes to wait before we're in the next game. Let's see if we can get a prediction going. Trying to think who else. Alright, cool. That's a decent prediction right there. Who places higher? If you want to take part in the prediction, you don't have to. You should. Should. There are some rewards for channel points. How do you think they could do in globals? Arc School and Salco? I'm not sure, honestly. I think they kind of struggle with Surge outside of fighting. In a globals lobby, Surge is going to be one of the harder things to get. So, unless they land near a weak team and get Surge off them, I'm not sure. But I'm also thinking they could pop off. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and watch the replay of that back-to-back Victory Royale win off of the Major 2 champs. And then we got game number 5. Try to do what he can. CZR is going to be the last one alive for their trio. Has a decent amount of builds. The double chug, even though one's almost empty, but he has the force. Can he use it? Top 7 situation here. He's getting targeted from all angles before he's finally taken out. Ritual and Reet, they're the ones who dropped down low, found some of that loot. Arc School and Salco still trying to find that perfect moment to pop off as they find Digital. He was hiding as a solo. Their run comes to an end, so it's not just elimination points, but but it's also a couple of placement points as well. Top 5 situation. Consistency is key. And for a couple of these teams, they are absolutely finding it. Lays in the backside of zone. He finds the distraction. That's Z-Link up above. The battle is going to begin. That's Source and Thork versus Ritual. Booga and Reet, even though Booga is going to go down, that's going to be a knock, but still Reet is still alive. But now it's School, Arc, and Salco. Their chance to rise from below. They get another knock onto one. School being a distraction. He already had one onto Booga. His teammates clean up the rest. And the first team to go back-to-back with double-digit elimination wins. Ooh, timed that one wrong. We're back, though. Okay, I just want to see what kind of fights we got off spawn. It'd be smart for them to work with a coach next season to work on that stuff before globals. I'm for a hire, you know what I'm saying? Let me get 5%, 3%, 2%, 3%, 5%. Okay, let's see what fights are about to go down. Seaport, who's going in that direction? Doesn't look like anybody's contesting Seaport. Doesn't look like anybody's contesting Foxy. Doesn't look like anybody's contesting out here. Darth Vader either. Unless we don't have a POV. So where's the contested fight at then? There's gotta... Oh, okay. The throw is down. Zor is still alive on the other side, but... Oh my god. One way in, one way out. Let's go, Zor! Oh no! I was really hoping. I was really hoping. So they switched up their drop. They're no longer going north with Scissor and them. Ryan at least has a chance to get out alive. What's going on over here? Pars is down by the clone. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Yo! He's getting the revive first. What a teammate. What a teammate. You ain't going down, brother. Okay, what's going on over here? They really got pushed out of Seaport. Oh, nice shot from a... Oh my god, that was a game-changing shot right there. Looking around the other side, just in case anybody trying to leave. Dark sneaking in. I don't think I spot him out just yet, but Defiable is there on the other side. Defiable takes a big shot. Everybody here is going to be weak, but Zeno's going to be the first one down. Defiable is going to be the second. A mad dash and a chase for the last. As Zuki's going to be by himself. Well, he's not by himself no more. He joins his team back to the lobby. This is game 5. I hate when they stop it. Oh, Bush? House? Okay. I just don't know how he's going to get the card back. That's my only thing. Cross, Pop, and Snivzy. They're on one side. Chris, Falco, and Hazo on the other. Down below. Poppin's weak, though. He's literally down to eating fruits and vegetables to get his HP back up. If I'm them, yeah. If I'm them, you just got to keep putting pressure while Poppin's away. Just keep spraying in. Break all the builds. Just keep spraying in. Treat this like endgame. Okay. Whole nother team on the mountain. That's Epic Well's team coming down. Oh, they're already trying to leave. Remember, they play for placement. These guys play for consistency over everything. So they're going to go ahead and leave. But now... Oh, Frost actually did get a knock onto Poppin. Frost got a knock onto Poppin. Poppin was trying to move on over. Oh, another down onto Chris. 2 of the 3 members are down. Z-Link's taking a lot of pressure. Hazo's the last one left. He's trying to hide. Another big shot onto an act. Hazo's hitting hammers, sledgehammers to try to fight back. Falco finally returns back towards his teammate. Why did Darth Vader just talk in my ear? Oof. Epico holding on to that one. Z-Link's down and Axe still alive. Double res into the bush. Hazo's just trying to move on over, create pressure, gets the sidewall, but boxed up and taken down. The 6-time FNCS champion Epic Whale on West strikes again. Banana should be able to see everything here, even the team on the left. Hopefully he sees the team on the left. He plays a bug. You hear him even if you aren't on the team with him. If you don't hear him, turn your voice chat volume down, you won't hear him. Oh, no, I don't mind. I just didn't know if, like, Darth Vader was coming in, you know? Yep, Ratgun saw them. Coming up the side of the mountain. Top 28 situation. This two full trio still fighting down below. Visuals, Braids, and a Minish from Foxy. It's not too far of a rotation for them. See Visuals trying to be precise. Not really drop down unless he has to. Peeks the shot onto one side, but goes right back on up before he gets boxed up altogether. Braids just trying to play safe. Shots also coming in from different directions. That's still Ratgun on top of that mountain. Ooh, Fuzz dropped down. Fuzz dropped down. Fuzz is now actually into the mix. This is a 3-team fight with a 4th looking on in the distance. They do have the lightsaber. That's CZR dealing a good amount of damage. They get a knock onto one. They try to jump towards the outside, but a full-on wipe does occur. Tup, CZR, and Fuzz all get their share of eliminations here. But there's still one more team right above. That's Visuals. That's Braids. That's a Minish. Top 27 situation here. Did they hear him? I do think they caught him at the last second. A Minish going in and out, but CZR is going to be the one that goes down. I think CZR had the force power, so that's a big weapon off of that team. A Minish goes down as well. Braids quickly cleans up his elimination. Visuals trying to sneak around. He doesn't have any extra heals up until now, and it's only going to be one mini. Oh, Tubbs tried to go for the cleanup. Oh my god, he just does not get the memo why Tubbs was hiding. He just gets sidelined. Now all three are going to still be alive. A Minish, Visuals, Braids. Tubbs still down the mountain, and a whole nother team starting the third party in. Ooh. Another big shot by Visuals. No extra HP here, so Visuals knows he's going to go down. It's only a matter of time. Braids runs out of builds. He's trying to play a game of Ring Around the Rosie before Visuals finally falls. Trying to sacrifice anything and everything just to get those builds on over to his teammate, as Tups is going to be down below. Braids quickly spotted it out. They continue to trade shots. Even though Tups goes down, Visuals will stay alive. Side of the mountain. Jawa Blaster, Purple Pump, and the Scatter Blaster. Isn't that the Scatter Blaster? You know, a little quick peek, a little check. So they already have 2 eliminations, and Source, well, that's the third. What's up, Maru? Bold, you as well. Thank y'all for the follows. Ah, they're down. Okay, well. Visuals is down to Peep, which is digital on them. His Seer's by himself, but it is going to be a 1v1 for a short moment. Not really too concerned yourself about. As digital, remember, he was the one that got that first knock. They're looking for the last one. Is he here? Yep, I mean, it's just one more layer up. Are they actually going to check the box that matters? Oh, they saw him. They heard him. Yeah, they can't chase that. Unless they're going to go up and... Oh, they are. They know the POI better than me. Still camping the cards underneath. Source is there. Echo's here. I don't think they're going to break into that mess. Too volatile. Pars, Baca, and Pump. Remember, if they get back-to-back victory royales here, they have a chance at a top 5 and completing my 5 for 5 predictions. Ryan Tron. Let's give it up for Ryan Tron, ladies and gentlemen. He not only survived as a solo, but he got his team back into the game. Booga and them clean up another one on the deli. It's only 2 eliminations from that trio, so somebody is still alive for them. Check on this side of the map as well. Moving across the bridge. Nobody really looking on the side just yet for them. Could have easily have spotted them out. Let's see. Let's see. Why are they so low on Surge all the time? Just trying to see, you know? I'm just trying to see something, you know? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so, not one bit. I don't think so one bit. Epic and them cleaned up one. They're going to be right next to Booga's team. Moving in is Rat Gun, Banana. Booga did get tagged up a little bit. Could have been from a number of locations. And they're still camping the card. First place is camping the card of second place. And now there is no way Arc School and Salco will lose the FNCS showdown because of this. And this is what I'm talking about. Watch, I'll show you. I don't disagree with this either. If you know that's them, I don't disagree with this. And this is what I'm gonna show you right now. After 4 games, if you remember the leaderboard, there's about, what, a 65-point lead over second place, and then a 100-point lead over third. This is game 5, only 2 games left. Nobody's going to be able to catch up to them now. Because now Source is going to be by himself as a solo. I can't disagree with it. Usually, to me, it's cheesy. But when you see the details in the cheese, like it's Gouda, like it's Swiss, like it's not just a regular old American cheese slice. This is something like actually thoughtful to me. Whether they thought it out or they're just playing like this, I can't hate. Oh, got a big fight going down. Kinzel's gonna go down to Yemity. I don't even know why he's over here when the rest of his team is somewhere else. Yep, 100%, Baba. I like saying your name, by the way. Looking off towards the side. Wow. You know, just don't even hide in the bush at this point. Nope, it does look like he finally showed himself. But they're already rotating out. They have no concerns. Cards are gone. What is that? 1.5. 1.5, 2, 3. Yeah. Bro, they're ready to just It's only for... I thought it was like 5 minutes. Isn't it like 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes? If it's not 300 seconds, then I don't know. Just watching the blasters makes me laugh. Okay. What do we got? 100 on the chug. Only a 1 tick. If he has the reboot cards for some reason, was able to get the reboot cards, that's a play. If for some reason he was able to get them. At least one. Baka Pars and Pump fighting on the outside against an aggressive team. Antonio. Pump's just trying to peek. Last second. Doesn't land what he needs to. Reconvenes into the same box with Baka Pars and Pump. They are inside of the zone. They are kind of isolated on the eastern side of the map overall. Ooh, they're ready to make a play right now. And they're still in zone right now. Both teams' best interest to move towards the north. Just showing 250 seconds? Okay. So that's like, what, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Which is a weird time. Oh, nice shot by Pump over and on the top. That's going to be an eye-opener right now. It does look like Antonio looks to heal. Tries to back up. Pump on the other side. Still trying to put down pressure. Unlimited ammo. Just have to wait for your guns to cool off if they do overheat. Pars once again creating space. One of those shots sneaks through. Not too much of a worry. Extra heals in the back pocket. But more and more of those teams from the south are moving in. That's what you really got to be careful to. And I think Antonio's team, they might have taken notice about how risky this is to continue to fight it. Over 900 above. Still firing aimlessly down below. Uh-oh. King pieces here. Another couple downs. Banana's trying to back up. A little bit of a 3v3, but Ryan Tron is now, he's got enough. In those last couple games, he said, I keep getting third-partied. What do I need to do different? And right now, it looks like he's choosing to go ahead and play a little slow, but it does look like Baka has went down, and or Pump has went down. That's okay. His teammates are there. Go ahead and try to continue to see who we can find on this side of the map. Not who I meant to click on, but that's okay. Try to see who's still alive. We know Antonio is. We just saw Ritual's team. We saw Ryan Tron's team. Check on Arc School and Salco. First place. Barely making it into zone here. Now they're going to have one of the best positions on the map. They literally... How did you not vote for them? That's what I don't know. How did you see Arc School and Salco and not a single person voted for Arc School and Salco? That's insane. Alright, let's continue to look around, see who's fighting up here. Frost, Poppin, Snivsy. Let's go ahead and take a leaderboard check right now. Arc School and Salco in first. Epic Whale in Act and Z-Link. 1100 above. Pump need this, Arc does it. That's true. What's up, Motto? Man, Suds gets 2. Trying to be really careful here. How many more teams having to rotate in through this outside? Some above, some below. Some looking like they're flirting with disaster. More towards the backside of the zone. You're seeing 3, 4 teams choosing this as a rotational path, trying to recycle, but most of the lobby, you're seeing the lasers come down from above. Everybody targeting this backside of the zone. Tony, Zeus, them being one of them. Enact, Z-Link, Booga. Oh my god. I feel like I'm watching Star Wars right now. Jonesy strikes back. Oh, double. Hilly making a move. That's a good move by Hilly. Where the heck is Hilly? Up above. Hilly's the one that gets the elim. Faith gets another one. Everybody getting lost in the backside of the zone. Not really able to make their way in. They find a sweet spot in here, but now Jagger has been spotted out as the solo. He's going to fall as well. Booga is moving on over. Trying to get some of those materials. Expending very few. It's a sacrifice, but we got the zone pull all the way on over to the right. Where Baka Pars are going to be one of the first ones here, but some are already there. Big game right here for these guys. I have so many leaderboards up. I don't even know why. What's up, Antonio? Uh-oh. Speak of Antonio. Is he about to make a play? Is he about to run it down? Oh, big shot by Antonio. That's pressure his team needs. I don't even know if those are shield breaker EMPs. They are. He not only landed a shot, but landed the shield breaker EMP. Onto the duo across. Both of them are in zone. Center zone at that. So. Wait, did Source get his teammate back? No, Source is dead. Source is dead, yeah. Targeting players in the backside of the zone. One of them being Ritual and Booga. 808 above. Continue to put pressure on the teams that are going to be right above them, knowing that they're going to have to rotate. It does look like both of them possibly getting ready for a rotation together. One was going to use the thermal imploder to try to cover distance quicker and really bypass a lot of these teams underneath. Remember, almost top 10 after one game for Booga, Reet, and Ritual, and they find another elimination towards the side. 18th place. No placement points just yet. All they have is the 15 points for elimination in this game. You definitely put them inside of the top 10 as they continue to overcome the adversity here late in the game. All of them just trying to heal and find their comfort inside of the zone as Booga finally reunites into the same box. Antonio down below. 1,200 above the damage threshold. They spot Ryan Tron's team across, and with the unlimited ammo, they only need to cool down. They're just letting it loose. But as soon as those zone pulls, they're focusing on their rotation, quickly trying to be one of the first teams there, especially since it does move up the side of a mountain. You don't want to be the last one having to rotate upward. Z-Link Epicwell a little bit further back, but not the furthest so far in the game. You're seeing others just kind of have to go further and further back in order to figure out how they're going to make their way forward. Nate, Artem, and Cash being one of them, but they're quick to the punch versus some of the other teams as Rowe has two teammates down, is not able to be the hero here in this situation. And even if he wasn't getting targeted on the other side, I'm not sure with the zone moving in, that would have been a possibility at all. Pars finds another elimination. Almost an all or nothing situation here for Pars in this endgame. If they want to start to move into that top 5, they need some stellar performances here to close out the day. Arc School and Salco, though, they already have a two-peat. A back-to-back. And they're looking for another one. Bates here along with Larkos and Hilly. They may not be in zone yet, but they're trying to take advantage of the situation that they have in terms of positioning. Try to focus out some of these other teams. With Darts, he gets focused and pushed back. He got separated from the rest of his team, and they're slowly closing in on him, and that's Baka who gets that elimination. Big elimination here for Baka in a big game with the pressure on for them to try to survive. Reet, Ritual, Booga, they're looking back down below. Further deep in the zone is going to be Baka himself. Trying to figure out. Ooh, Victor B and B-Dog, they're still left alive. But they're only a duo. And they've been a duo for most of this game. This is game 5. There's one more game left after this. Victor B and B-Dog. One elimination so far, looking upward, trying to figure out where that team is up above them. They cannot find him just yet, but this might be the one. They spot him out through the builds. 40 shot, that's going to bleed its way through. They overheat, forced to cool down. Rotation is coming in, so they have no choice but to focus on that, especially since they're well above the damage threshold. On the other side, the trio of Pump, Baka, and Par is getting a little bit more active. The 5 eliminations, but they're simply looking for more. So they're not trying to put themselves in a bad situation as Pump lands a big shot on Hilly, forcing him to disengage, get out of the box. Booga goes down. Epic Well still left alive. He gets another elimination. That's their 9th one of the game. They're looking to take over here and try to take that top spot. Uh-oh. Might have spoke too soon. Z-Link goes down. Even with 11 eliminations here, they're quickly running out of builds, trying to find their way toward the front side of the zone. Now Enact goes down as well. 2 of his teammates fall in the blink of an eye. Top 10 situation. Epic now is last alive with the world on his shoulders, and he gets found out by the major 2 champs, Arc Skull and Sauco. Well, it's only 2/3 of them. Arc goes down. That's Victor V who finds that elimination, and probably a much-needed one at that. Up above, it's Yasir. Oh, they try to pull them up. They take down Nate. One of them was already feeling the pressure. On the other side, Cash hits a nice shot. Force him down to 50 HP, and the med kit comes out. Cash gets cashed in. He gets taken down. High ground wins again. Another player falling to the backside of zone. Everything comes crashing down, but only for a short moment. That's the duo. That's Victor V. That's B-Dog. They're making a move while they can. I don't think anybody knows that they are a duo, especially since they were willing to challenge for all the confidence in the world. On the other side is going to be Antonio. Quickly force him down as they take down Skull and Sauco. That's going to be a quick drop and a quick pop. Antonio quickly glides to the outside. Victor V shadowing where he hears the audio visuals, but not able to land the shot. Everybody is a duo left alive for this game, or at least for the most part. But it's B-Dog and Victor V, the ones in the driver's seat. Double chug, 200 HP possible. He has the big pods just in case. But if anybody's going to drop down, it is going to be him. Pump trying to make his way in. Top 4 situation here. 20 HP. Make it top 3. He's moving one step closer to that victory royale we were talking about. Consistency is key for them here at the end of the game. But at least they have 9 eliminations. Unfortunately, that's where it's going to end as we come down to a 2v2. Victor V, B-Dog, Antonio, Aura. Well, how much Aura do you have to go against high ground in a dangerous situation like this? Antonio plan tried to stagger him back. Victor V knows he has the extra heals, waits to try to target one out, but he takes a big shot. Now is the time for the Chug Jug to come out, leaving a lot of pressure on to B-Dog that only lasts for so long, but B-Dog is able to do just enough. The Siphon comes in. Victor V gets credit for that one, and the Chug. This is working out perfect, but eventually he has to move forward. It's not closed just yet. Still 60 seconds for Aura down below. No builds and almost no chance against Victor V as they get that 6th elimination and a victory royale in Game 5. Can't blame me. $100 points. It's over. Unless somebody lands and kills Arc Skull and Sauco off spawn, it's over. I have all these leaderboards up, and I don't even know why. So I'm going to close them all down, and we'll see what actually stays up. Oh, CZR and Tubbs die off spawn. Spoiler alert. Alright, so who actually won that prediction, though? Victor V, Antonio, Baka, Pars, Pump, Victor V. Oh, he did win. Yo, Burb, were you spoiling it when you were saying it before the game is over? Come on, bro. Zorp. What's up, Zorp? All right, we're gonna try this. Who gets second? This is not for second in the game. This is second for the overall tournament. This is second for the overall tournament. I'm trying to get it up first before I do anything. Okay, and when you see other, that's any other team that is not on the list. Literally any other team not on the list. Oh, yeah, I'll go through my top 5 right now. Hold up. Where's the leaderboard? I don't even know where that's at. There we go. Arc School and Salco. So the only one not on the list right now is Baka, Pars, and Pump. Which there's a chance. There's a chance we go 5 for 5. Not in exact order, but there's a chance. What's up? What's up, DCox5? Last game of the day. Last game of the day. So we're going to go to replay of that last game. And when we come back, game 6. Chug, 200 HP possible. He has the big pods just in case. But if anybody's going to drop down, it is going to be him. Pump trying to make his way in. Top 4 situation here. 20 HP. Make it top 3. He's moving one step closer to that victory royale we were talking about. Consistency is key for them here at the end of the game. But at least they have 9 eliminations. Unfortunately, that's where it's going to end as we come down to a 2v2. Victor V, B-Dog, Antonio, Aura. Well, how much Aura do you have to go against high ground in a dangerous situation like this? Antonio plan, try to stagger him back. Victor V knows he has the extra heals, waits to try to target one out, but he takes a big shot. Now is the time for the Chug Jug to come out, leaving a lot of pressure onto B-Dog that only lasts for so long, but B-Dog is able to do just enough. The Siphon comes in. Victor V gets credit for that one, and the Chug. This is working out perfect, but eventually he has to move forward. It's not closed just yet. Still 60 seconds for Aura down below. No builds and almost no chance against Victor V as they get that 6th. Victor V gets the victory. All right, last game of the day. Look at all the teams dropping for the last game of the day. Just trying to see if anybody's contesting CZR in them. I don't understand. Tataki and Vert are in here now. There's only 31 teams in the game. Yeah, some people don't predict, bro. Uncontested. But we are contested here. Lexington Horn, Steven. Okay, we got a Jawa Blaster for Source. Oh, and he got bounced to the water. Come on, Source. Come on. Oh, he doesn't have an AR. He doesn't have any other blaster, but Thork still cleans it up. Zaire down below. Nice shot to Thork with a little bit of distance. Steven down below. Ooh, nice. Source and Thork work together. Corner one out. One left. Lexington now by himself, and he's looking like he's already pieced up. He makes his way out of the box, but he can only last for so long before he goes down. Oh, they got 2 elims. Hilly's down. Larko's other teammate is down. Hazo's down from popping. It's got to be over here. And they're actually full wiped. Actually full wiped. There's another team moving in, though. Who is the other team? Light, Seth. And there is a solo here that's looking to escape. Uh-oh. This one's actually fighting right now. We'll go right back to that one. One's already moving in. His name's Gray. How come on the oh, see? I don't know what happened, Zorp. I honestly don't know. Evolve said he couldn't load into the game anymore. Uh-oh, one's going to go down. Oh, Seth is there. Obviously a huge ping disadvantage. He's running the other way, and he's going to try to get out. Sacrifice. Sauco crashed. Oh, dude, no spoils, bro. Please. Get back over here. We're 8 minutes behind, just for reference. Bro, that's not even... Oh, so they actually won their drop. Never mind. That's why I couldn't click. They did key one. So the team from Asia is down to just one solo player. No, not you. Squir. Saying Sauco crashed because Sauco's still playing. Wasn't like a major spoiler though. Hey, but you know, we might have a game on our hands, folks. My bad, he tweeted it. Oh, okay. I'm trying to see. Oof. Nobody's really... Oh, okay. This is an important one right now. Potential first place on the line. It's a nice shot. Nice shot. 2v2 here. And a 1v1 down below. Antonio puts the ramp to protect the back. Victor V being persistent. Here's Aura's footsteps on the other side. Quickly reacts. You see the shots coming in from Dark on the other side. Phoenix has a little bit of a health advantage here, but that's only going to last for so long. They go to trade shots. Phoenix bites off a little bit more than he can chew. It's going to take a lot of time for him to heal up. Splashes, slap juice, and only 10 on the chug jug. Uh-oh. Even Pump is going down. Antonio downed himself. Phoenix still trying to keep the ramp down below as he makes his way out on the other side, but B-Dog is down. There's a lot of pressure here onto Victor V, but at least he gets the elimination onto one. Bringing it. Much better odds for them. 2v1 situation. Phoenix only has to stay alive here. Allow for Victor V to close the difference. Yes, strike them down, Victor V. You heard Lord Vader himself. That's what the V stands for. Victor Vader. Do we stay up here, though? That's the question. Trying to drop down, protect himself on the way down. Stairs there that he's looking through. So if they do drop down just a little bit too much, but it does look like they're going to disengage. Try to get the reboots and come back a little later. Thork is back here. He's the one that got the elimination onto Youngin. Taki's down. Another fight happening over here against Epic Whale and Act and Z-Link. You were talking about second place earlier. Now's their chance here if they can win a fight like this. That'll give them 12 points if they get all these elims. And close that gap before placement points even start. Okay. All fighting for just piece control. Closing out options here. On the other side, and Act doing the same thing. Z-Link is getting much, much closer. Forcing the team down, out, and around. He's being persistent and even blocks that shot. Nice defensive stand there for him as he goes up and over once more. Really trying to take these extra angles, catch anybody that he can off guard. Down below is going to be an act. Probably hearing the call come out from Epicwell, and he tries to close the distance from floor to floor. He's trying to go ahead and take it as his own, and there goes the first drop onto Digital. Side shot comes out, so it is going to be a trade 1-for-1. Still Z-Link and Epicwell alive. Well, spoke too soon. Now it's just Z-Link. He gets the box up onto one, but it only lasts for so long. He's able to side jump, escape out the side. Z-Link is now scrambling, trying to make something happen here. They know there's at least one down, and all three of those members are in the same box, converging, trying to get the double res. And this is Z-Link's only choice here, and he's going to have to disengage towards the outside. And their place on the leaderboard is now at risk. I don't even know what to say. But I do know we got one of these. On the other side, and Act doing always here, and he's gonna have to disengage towards the outside. And their place on the leaderboard is now at risk. Always here, and he's gonna have to disengage towards the outside. And their place on the leaderboard is now at risk. I don't know how that was that much fall damage either. I will say that. That seemed excessive. I feel so bad, bro. They were playing so well. They were playing so well. No! Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know? When you take it out of the oven, it's too hot and fresh, and it's just and it just crumbles. Oh, that's a wipe. It's just so he really did crash, eh? Uh-oh. One splash, 3 medkits though. Does that take their surge with them? Does that take that Salco's surge? Even though he probably doesn't have a ton. Bro, he should have just popped the fire kit. Why didn't he just pop the fire? Yeah, that's school. School and Arc. Last one's alive over here. Source Thoric's back. But they got one of them back at least. Wasn't able to get... Doesn't look like they were able to get both reboots back. Bandages, fire pit, rotating out of zone. Chop's literally by himself. He sees all this in the distance. Scissor, Suds, Echo. Okay. Oh, okay. I like that. I like that little peek. What is his name? Bia Badubi? Bia Badubi? Bia Badubi. Oh, pumps down. Uh-oh. That's a much more important fight to watch. Wherever it's happening. Oh no, he said job. I mean, whoever actually has a job, like, come on, dude. What are you doing? Like, when you could just stay home, mooch off your parents, play video games all day? Uh-oh. I just saw Booga went down, too. Active fight. TJ underneath. Re is on the other side as well. Oh, well. He's on the wrong side of that shot, I can tell you that much. Ritual's trying to do what he can. Remember, Reet and Ritual used to be a duo. Reet just trying to get along with Ritual, hold high ground, and really not let them up. Ooh. Zone Wars. Zone Wars. You guys think Peterbot can 1v4 me, Vivid, Takata, and Levin? Really held up by 2 wood walls? Wow. Maybe in the beginning. 100-0? Is Ark and them up still? Or Ark? Yeah, Ark and them are up still. Rise is teamless again. Yeah, Azort. Kind of what I figured when they went up, down, all around. So Chug Jug, Splashes. Probably no gold, but Mending Machine. Soar, Zyro, B-Dog down below. Converting them. Pars is back with Pump. Oh, that's big damage. Oh, we like that. Come on now. Oh, there's a wall there? Is there really a wall there? Never mind. We don't like that. What's up, Akiki? Thank you for the follow. I didn't know there was a wall there. I thought this guy was about to make the play of the game for his team. Sneaking through, popping out a bush like it's Halloween. You're trying to frighten somebody. Seer really got that window edited on. They're just getting like almost bullied in this fight. No pun intended. Spraying the builds right through. Creating space so that way they can continue to pressure out. Oh, thermals. They're trying to go ahead and return fire. Top 19 situation. Uh-oh, pumping them does look like they got the elimination over here onto 1. Their get back. Fresh off of the reboot. Par's taking a little bit of damage. Forced down below, but he's getting the attention of that opponent. Breaks through the builds and hits the shot with the AR. That's going to be a full cleanup and his second chance at life. Check out Victor V and team, of course. 3 eliminations so far. Good spot in zone. Has the chance to hold every team out. As long as they're above surge and don't take too much damage to waste their heals, they'll be A-okay. Let's go back on over here, though. Who's this third team moving in? It's Cash still. Top 18 situation. Go ahead and take a look outside of the lobby as well real quick. See Frost and Ivy and Poppin moving in. Suds, Echo, they're moving in as well. Rise was able to get Job back. Markapars and Pump still need to rotate all the way in. Moving all the way in further in. Forcing teams in. Defiable, Xeno, Zukis. I haven't really heard much from them lately. Haven't heard much from them. I think U4 can take some rounds of Peterbot unless he can heal. Just make sure to take the pump out in every round. Bro, I have multiple jobs myself. I think even if you're like have a streaming career, if you get like a part-time job, not for the money, right? But just for what it teaches you in life. Like how to interact with people in the real world. Source, Thoric, and Zaire. 274. Actually... Wow, look at this zone. What the heck is wrong with this zone? Perfect zone for them, though, as a duo. B-Dog, Phoenix, and Victor V. We'll check them out just a little bit longer here. Okay, okay. Quick rotation up. 278, not bad. Ryan, Tron, Zor, and Rowe have already made their way in, and they're just trying to claim the mountain that's highest up, the backside of the zone, or let's say the center of the overall zone. They shouldn't have too many people contest them to fight them on this side of the map. As we continue to look around, though, my favorite player. Just want to get a lay of the land, where everybody's at. Bia Badubi trying to move out. Job was able to get elimination, or I should say a knock onto Echo. Does look like Bully's the one moving over, trying to finish up this fight. But it's only just a quick pop in, pop out. Doesn't like the situation, so he's not going to continue to move forward. Ooh, Rise got taken out on the other side. See on this side what it's looking like. Check out Pump on the other side, though. Pars probably already built him a base inside of the zone. Going back to refarm. Ooh, they did find another elimination. Job gets taken down. Phoenix, B-Dog, Victor V. They find another elimination. 5 so far right now for Baka, Pump, and Pars. They're not the team. I'm the guy for the program. Lazy, I remember you, brother. You and Yusuf. Yusuf was in here earlier. I'll never forget you guys. So like, don't worry. I may, if you change your username, I may not know who your username is. But once you say it's Lays, I'll know. Ooh. Beast. Big Elam right there. 8 eliminations right now for Baka, Pump, and Pars. They're coming for that. Bro, they're coming for top 2. They're coming for top 2. I don't think they can get first with Ark and them still alive. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check them out. I see they know how to spray. Decided to key everyone. I don't think dominate, but I don't know. I would have to assess the situation. Victor V, B-Dog, Phoenix, probably. They would probably win more fights if they played with that confidence. Uh-oh. Are Baka Pars, I mean, they can't do anything about it. They're a duo, but they immediately just boxed over and stole high ground away. One team down below. That is them. Source goes down. Ooh, narrowly missing some crucial shots as School and Ark work together and take down Source. That's underneath. Thork is still there. Just a sliver of HP. Thork trying to get out. Azair gets cleaned up as well. Back-to-back games, Ark, School. And even though not in this game, Salco are able to get the eliminations onto Thork. It's actually Pars who steals away that last one. That's their 9th elimination of the game so far. And it goes over towards the bridge still. Perfect zone for them. Kind of see how it looks on this side of the zone compared to where everybody else is at. Pump looking back, landing some shots. In distance, Ray's eating some shots. B-Dog taking some shots. A lot of players having to go at least to the edge of the land and then kind of go over open water. Zeus, Zyro, Tony being one of those teams. They're trying to be the front runners. That kind of leaves some builds to be recycled behind. Does look like they're going to try to full tarp it out, or at least for the most part. Build, protect themselves, then swim. Try to conserve as many materials as possible, but they eventually get caught out by Ryan, Tron, Zor, and Ro, who are in the same situation as them, just trying to get the front side of the zone. Pars, Pump, and Baka are using the high ground that they acquired long ago to try to terrorize the whole backside of the lobby. School gets another one towards the backside. He has to be able to clean this one up just in time for the Siphon to work, but he goes down shortly after. That's Cash who takes him down, but revenge is sweet as Ark gets another elimination as he battles back, gets max mats. That's exactly what Ark needs to be a solo in this situation. There is double med kits, 14 seconds to go ahead and move on over before the zone just becomes terrorizing. Artem spots him out, wastes the first med kit, and this is a terrible position for Ark because now he's just getting targeted from all over and goes down in 10th place. 10th place, which means there's about 35, 36 placement points plus elims on the map. Uh-oh. Wait, Pars is dead? Oh, never mind. Looking down below, that's Phoenix. That's Victor V's team down below. Ryan, Tron, and Zor. They're going to be left by themselves. Top 8 situation here. Looking around, B-Dog and Phoenix. That's their... Let's say they have 7 eliminations, but it looks like they just found an 8th and are looking for a 9th. Especially with Victor V getting confident here on the Snivy, knowing that his teammate is backing him up with pressure on the other side. An upgrade on the AR. B-Dog is going to go ahead and position them on the front side of the zone as Victor V continues to just dominate the backside of the lobby with that AR. Uh-oh. Oh, Phoenix finally goes down. B-Dog's forced down even further. Medkit's changing hands, but they're trying to at least save the day for now. Victor V feeling confidence, but an extra player means too much. Snivzy is there. Too much tick. Victor V goes down. Snivzy goes down as well. The zone is keeping Victor V alive. He's popping over as many of the resources as possible, but he falls as well. Ryan Tron, top 4 situation. He gets found out, and it's Pars, Pump, and Baka. Better late than never. They needed 2 back-to-back games in the 5th and 6th to close out the day to put themselves in contention for at least a top 5. Well, they're looking for even more than that. 3v3 situation. They already have 14 eliminations here in this game. If they could just get 3 more, that'll be 17 eliminations and a win. But it's Zeus, Cyro, and Tony, a team we were looking at putting inside of our top 5 because we know the potential that they possess. And hopefully Pump is not celebrating too early. Around the mountain we go. Tony gets spotted out. Pump pumps him with a big shot, getting him back down further and further. Zone now doing its work, forcing Tony in a precarious situation as he goes down. That's going to be an easy Siphon cleanup coming out with Pump, but he's in the backside of the zone. 1v1. Zyro is there, but Zyro gets the elimination, but Pars out of nowhere evens the trade. Still a 2v1. Now it's Baka's turn to try to get something in this. He's going for the pickaxe. Whether he gets it or not, he's still going to get the win. They're still going to get the 17 eliminations. They're still going to get in the top 5. I don't think anybody wins because I don't think you can overcome the gap. But yeah, top 10, 7 elims. Arc School and Salco win another FNCS showdown. Victor V, Phoenix, and B-Dog make it in. Oh, dude, my predictions. 26th place. They needed 2 elims for my predictions. They needed 2 elims. I almost went 5 for 5. Two elims away from my predictions locking in. No, No! No! Man. Prediction, who gets second? Victor B, Phoenix, and P-Dog. Still impressive predictions, not gonna lie. That was, bro. I was actually impressed with myself. Dude. 3 elims. They couldn't find 3 more elims. They couldn't do it for me. I'm tight. But hey. Not bad, right? Yeah, Victor V got second. Not in that game. The prediction was for the overall tournament, Zorp. Yeah, on leaderboard. It was for the overall tournament. That's not bad. That was like one of our best prediction days. One of our best prediction days here. Off by 2, off by 1, off by 2, off by 2. I landed in 5 different spots, Ryan. That's crazy. And what did you guys finish? You guys made money, right? Yeah, buddy. I tried to explain it, Zorp, in the beginning. Almost didn't. 17 points this far down, bro. You got it, bro. Especially, you know, 4th place. Bro, you basically clutched up right there at the end. Well, yeah, I mean, Gabe basically clutched up. You probably could have got as bad as like 8th. 9, 10. You probably could have got top 10 and still got 20th. I can't believe you didn't predict the bars crashes. The fact that if they can just do what they did at the end more often, these last 2 games, bro. Top game. Top team. Bro had us not earning. I didn't have you not earning. You were, if you made this list right here is how I gather my thoughts to pick the top 5. So if you made this list, that means I was thinking about you getting top 5. I look at the map and I just write down a bunch of names, and that way I don't have to look at the map anymore, and then I predict from there. So this is actually making this list to me. I mean, at least you're on the brain. You know what I mean? At least you're on the brain. I want to know what happened to Creep. What happened to them? Zoran Rowe is Zoran Rowe, Kyle. But couldn't cure some. But why? That's what I want to know. And it's not like I can do anything about it, right? But I'm just curious. I'm a curious type guy. You know what I mean? Probably rage quit. But FORTNITE took evolved token is what he said. Yeah, but why? And I'm not yelling or anything, Ryan Tron. I know it probably sounded annoying, but like, why? What happened on the back end that it only happened to them? And where is it? The fact that top 12 with 3 games, if you double the points, that's at least 290. Come on. Accents have a problem? Yeah, I get it. Like I said, there's nothing we can do. I'm just curious. But I am going to pop off for the night. Be on the lookout. We'll be doing kind of like a update video breaking down all the action for here. Should be out soonish. Did have a new short go live on YouTube today. So if you guys want to follow me on socials, My TikTok isn't live, but that is the place. I reply to people all over Twitter. I respond to DMs unless you ask for a pickaxe code. Discord as well. What else is on there? YouTube. I reply to comments. So I'm a very, very interactive type guy. So if you guys want to continue to support, I appreciate it. We're going to be doing a lot of West this entire year, not just seasons. We're going to be doing a lot of West broadcasting. So be on the lookout for that. I'll try to set up on Twitch with Tuesday, Wednesday final streams so you at least get a notification there. But until next time, y'all, I appreciate y'all. No, Baba, it's hacked right now. I'm waiting for it to get it back. It's hacked right now. Yo, Cats, thank you for the gifteds today. Thank you for the gifteds. But let's end it with a replay of the highest elimination game of the day and a victory royale from the Major 1 champs. So long. Have a good night. Possible, but he falls as well. Ryan Tron, top 4 situation. He gets found out, and it's Pars, Pump, and Baka. Better late than never. They needed 2 back-to-back games in the 5th and 6th to close out the day to put themselves in contention for at least a top 5. Well, they're looking for even more than that. 3v3 situation. They already have 14 eliminations here in this game. And if they could just get 3 more, that'll be 17 eliminations and a win. But it's Zeus, Cyber, and Tony, a team we were looking at putting inside of our top 5 because we know the potential that they possess. And hopefully Pump is not celebrating too early. Around the mountain we go. Tony gets spotted out. Pump pumps him with a big shot, getting him back down further and further. Zone now doing its work, forcing Tony in a precarious situation as he goes down. That's going to be an easy Siphon cleanup coming out of Pump, but he's in the backside of the zone. 1v1. Zyro is there, but Zyro gets the elimination, but Pars out of nowhere evens the trade. Still a 2v1. Now it's Baka's turn to try to get something in